Nathan, and this is
Texas Patti.
Patrick.
And we are going to make Kliggesberg Klopsen.
Almost. Try it again.
I know the first part was wrong.
Yeah.
Klutzberg Klopsen?
There's no L inside.
Fuck!
Just say
What's
it.
that? Königsberg Klopsen.
That was not
Was
bad.
it almost there?
Yeah.
Give me.
Königsberger
Berger
Klopse.
Klopser.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, there's no.
It's a
ER.
plural. It's not singular, it's plural.
Fuck yeah! So we're doing that, guys. I asked them to give me something interesting. They gave me something from the old country, and apparently this is a dish that 90% of all Germans know and love.
Indeed.
I have never heard of it, but I think that's an obvious thing because even though I have apparently my family's from Germany, a good chunk of it, but that fucking just means nothing when you're in America. So
That's true. That's true.
means absolutely nothing. So anyway, we're gonna try to get this just right for you guys.
I really like this dish because I told Nathan before.
What's
The
that?
problem is there is something inside. How do you call it? Kapern?
Capers.
Yeah,
Capers.
capers. I don't like them,
Yeah.
but I did it one time without it, like at home in Germany, and
Tastes
the
like
taste
shit.
was like it was just not there.
No, it
So
not the typical
we
taste.
need
of
that, but I will not eat that.
So,
I'm gonna put enough capers. I'm gonna put more juice to the caper than anything because again, I know what you're talking about. That it's got that tart shit.
Yeah,
to it
yeah,
that it's
yeah.
not a
You have
huge
to be
fan of.
really, really careful with this. And I really like that because I think to make the Königsberger Klopse is,
You said so good. That was great.
yeah, I know.
Cheap.
It sounds like
You
I'm
speak
German,
German.
huh? I really like them, but I don't like them to do that.
Gotcha.
Because usually when we're at home, we have 5 people.
Mhm.
If you have to do that for 5 people and everyone loves that, it's a lot of work.
it's
Yeah.
a typical meal when your mom is asking you,
Yeah.
boy, what do you want to eat? And your answer is Königsberger Klopse.
Okay,
Because
so this
it's
is
so
like-
much work,
Yeah.
you don't want to do it for yourself.
Gotcha. So this is also like something like it's like a family dish. Something like you would go home and be like, Mom, come
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah.
like meatballs maybe, or here spaghetti or pizza or
See,
whatever.
we did a Korean dish a while back it's like red bean paste, right? And this, from what I was told, it was the dish you had when it was like your birthday. It was like a once in a while one. It's real good. But I couldn't find red bean paste. But I could find white bean paste, and I could find this bean
The red
paste.
one.
They all taste fucking different. I didn't know that. So we made the dish. But the girl that was here, you know Kimmy Kim? Yeah. She was
Yeah.
here. So she was here and I was doing it for her. And she's never exactly had the dish either. So we're both like, this is good. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to taste. Oh, also, couldn't find stale bread. So I got these things. Figured it's going to work just as good. So. And they were telling me it's like you put it in milk, then you... Then you squeeze all of it out. They
Yeah.
said water, but I figure we get more flavor from the milk anyway.
For the meatballs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the meatballs.
That's why there's so much calories in it, and that's why it's so unhealthy. But
It's
give a
not
shit.
unhealthy.
No, it isn't.
It's delicious.
No, it is delicious, but not unhealthy.
No.
Honestly, dude, it's not that bad. It's meatballs, a little butter sauce. And
Yeah.
That's like
No, it's good.
with like
Okay.
steam. But we're gonna do boiled potatoes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the meatballs out and leave them while I'm cooking the sauce, and I'm gonna put the meatballs in the broth, or not the meatballs. I'm gonna put the potatoes in the broth while I'm cooking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice flavorful potato.
And also it's good because if you put the potatoes in the same boiling whatever,
That's what he told.
what is Stärke? Like the
Yeah.
Oak.
the thing of which is in the potatoes goes out in the water of
The
the
chemical
boiling,
stuff.
and then it gets stick better together.
There you
So
go.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Usually I do it like the opposite. At first I cook the potatoes, and then I use the water from the potatoes to do the rest of the stuff.
Gotcha.
But I'm following today your stuff.
Well, hey, this is also, I mean, I'm guessing that you've had a lot more time cooking than I have for family and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it's like you might have a lot more experience, especially with this particular dish. So, so you can actually judge the fuck out of me because it's going to be our first time.
No, I will not do that.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely
Come on.
not. No, because I know how hard it is, and if you want to teach someone something and you're just suddenly like, oh no, that's wrong. I'm doing totally the opposite. There are like hundred ways to do something like that.
Yeah, and also I've like from all the ones I watched, there was a handful. There was the basic principle is here, but there's a little bit different ones. Some like mustard in it, some want white wine, some want this. That.
Yeah.
It's a question of flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is completely.
So, but I'm gonna try.
My grandma, for example, did it totally on another way, like my mom. So, and I do it like on a totally another way, like my mom.
Yeah.
So,
But again, usually at our mom's house, it's the best.
Yeah, of course. You know, that was the idea for the show at first. Was you would you come in, you tell me something that your parents made for you that was a real good memory, and I try to replicate that.
Aw.
perfect.
Here's the problem. Porn. Not great family environment, so most people.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
So in most of the girls that come in like
Yeah,
Taco
no.
Bell.
No, we had a good childhood.
McDonald's.
We had a fucking good childhood, and my teenage time was amazing. And everybody knows what we are doing. It's very important. Hey guys, listen up. Don't lie to your family. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. And to be honest, like I was like every time when I had the school break, like for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, like in the summertime, I was with my grandparents.
Yeah.
So, and they were like more on the countryside. So
Okay.
I really had this in the past that we.
No, he was
got,
actually a
like,
farmer.
yeah, got like fresh milk, like
Oh,
from
okay.
cow, like directly.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time when someone like bought milk from a supermarket and I tried it. I was like, what's that? That's
Yeah.
milk. I was like, that's no milk.
Yeah,
Because
it's the pasteurization, like all the shit they do is.
there's nothing inside anymore. Like,
No.
you know, you have this milk like fresh from the farm and you can make butter of it and like everything.
But
And
I
it
had
was
it on the
so
other
good.
thing. We was not so rich at home, and we can't afford a real Coca-Cola, right? It was in the 70s.
Okay.
And then I got 10 years later my first real Coca-Cola in El Paso. And I said, okay, what fucking stuff is it? I don't like it.
Yeah.
And my uncle said, it's Coca-Cola. I said, no, that's not Coca-Cola, it's the fake stuff.
Well, it's like, dude, it's like, especially if you go to like get the ones from Mexico. Like, if you get that Coca-Cola, like it's got the real sugarcane in it, it's like so much better. I never drink soda, but I make sure if I'm gonna go to a place that actually has it, I'm like,
Yeah.
Same like Red Bull. When you buy it in Austria,
Oh, yeah.
original, first of all, there's much more taurine in it.
yeah.
And it's cheaper, and you're going crazy when you drink that. It's powerful, more powerful.
I mean, it's totally different. If you drink like we have in Germany, we have this shot. I don't know if you have it here as well from Red Bull.
No.
So if you drink that, you're like the party guy all night.
Yeah?
yeah.
It's basically cocaine.
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean, you know that we don't take drugs, so and when
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
getting like energy stuff,
I can't take that. Like my heart was like beating so fast. I said, "Better, I think I will die."
no, that's because you're old, darling.
Oh yeah, maybe that was the issue.
No, not
yeah.
maybe, not maybe.
So, off the subject, I mean, because I just want to talk about this for briefly, because I know I can talk about with you guys about fucking anything.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
You can
Or
start.
sorry. What brought you? How did we meet? And like, why are you on the show? I guess that'd be the right thing. Because if it wasn't for our job, you know.
No, just
Okay.
because we love you.
No,
Well, yeah, but you
the
would never have
first-
met me.
No, like the first time we met, I remember it was for content trick.
Yeah.
And it was with
Really?
what was his name?
It was
Rick? Rick?
no, oh fuck.
Nick Milano,
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
New York-
Almost.
the
New
Dutch
York-
guy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So Nathan was there, and I came with Patrick.
Yeah.
And Nathan didn't know me. I didn't know Nathan.
All I
Patrick
got
either.
told is Texas Patty's gonna come to set.
Who the fuck is Texas Patty?
But I look her up, and Texas Patty, oh, she might be from Texas, right?
Yeah. And then we had this kind of awkward situation because we're Germans, like we're really like straight in the face
Yeah.
and tell you what we think. And I think in the beginning Nathan was a little bit,
Scared?
yeah, kind of scared because Patrick was like, "Oh, you're such a cool dude. Let's change numbers." And Nathan was,
No.
"I'm not shooting gay right now, right?"
And I'm not even bisexual. I mean, no offense.
I
right?
want you to realize something about that day. One, I was coming under the pretenses that you guys were fucking from Texas. And also, it was the first time I've had a husband come in too. And so one thing, we start talking, I'm like, and I go over to the guys, I'm like, are she fucking with me? Because I'm still kind of new, you know, I'm not fucking sure what the hell's going on. So I'm like, are they fucking with me right now? They're like, no, she's German. I'm like, why is her name Texas Peg? And so one of my favorite parts that I remember so clearly about this is like we're talking and you're getting all these shots as I think we're going to do stills right before the scene starts.
Yeah.
And at one point we're already in fucking and whatnot, and you're like, as she's riding me, like, hey Nathan, is it cool if I'm here? I'm like, it's kind of late for that, bro.
I mean,
and so it's like,
I'm not upset because I'm jealous or whatever. No way. No, I'm doing the fucking social media stuff.
Yeah, but it was such a different thing, and I haven't experienced that. I don't give a fuck now, but it was just like, I was still like so new and you don't know what's going on, and you're just hoping you're doing it right, and then also like, what's going on? Am I getting tricked here? Is this gonna be one of those days? I don't know. So yeah, but since then I fucking see you guys all over the place. I love you guys. I love your guys' personality. I love how you guys act, and just the environment that I'm every time around you guys has been such a blast. I wish I could have you guys around me more.
And I mean, it's up to you. Let's do party every day.
Yeah. Let's skip the work.
Hey man, if I wasn't working all the time, I'd be. But yeah, no, I'd like to. I'd like to hang out with you guys way more. What? Oh, tell us about your new thing you guys are doing.
Do you mean me or fake flight?
The flight.
The fake flight stuff. Oh my gosh.
Because what I have to say about it was two things. One, Jesus Christ. Two things. One, and this is kind of off topic but on topic. You guys are the first German people I've ever met with a huge sense of humor. Like a really solid
but
one.
Not anybody like understand our humor, and that's really a problem sometimes.
The night is like so I'll say something and you guys actually go off it. I know a lot of German people who are just so dry.
Yeah.
And it never kind of goes through.
Maybe that's why we're here.
Yeah,
that's there.
Maybe. And the one thing I remember when we did that the beginning part for the show, it made me laugh so much because you guys really embraced that and go in with the 50s housewife look, and he's in the schoolboy outfit, and you guys would like talk to me and then yell at each other in German, and I'm trying so hard not to die laughing because it's so fucking funny and ridiculous, and I love the whole idea. So yeah, tell them what it is.
The idea is pretty easy. You can explain it if you want because you are the main actor here.
Oh really? Yeah. So we came up with this idea to let's keep it easy.
Stop. We
to fuck in a plane, and then we're thinking about like, okay, fucking in a plane, okay, up in the air, on the ground, or whatever. And then it was a long process, like to figure out who is down for doing that, right? Because you have to find a pilot who is willing to do that.
Who's comfortable with the idea?
Exactly. So it was a long process. So in total, it's like the story is short. I'm the boss, for sure. I'm the boss. Patrick is kind of a little schoolboy, which is like, he is just there.
I'm just
there. Right?
Yeah. Same like USCIS called me just husband.
Exactly. So he's just there. And the main part is that we are a couple, also like in this whole scenario. We are yelling at each other every time. And that's normal because if you're married like for 15 years, like you yell at each other. That's like a normal conversation. So we searching for couples on the street. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes single guys, sometimes single girls. And then we bring them together, make clear, hey, there's a cool thing. You can fuck in an airplane if you want to. Are you down for it? Yes, I am. No, I'm not, whatever. Most of them, yes, I'm down for that. And then back them together, go to the airport, up into the plane in the sky, fucking in the plane, boom.
That's it.
Do you guys remember my first question about that?
No.
The first thing I told Sandra when she asked, my agent asked me, he's like, hey, would you down do this? And the first thing was like, can I jump out of the plane after?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You wrote.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what Sandra told me.
Yeah. I was like, I'm so down. Can I jump out afterwards? I actually just went and did one of my jumps the other day to get back to it.
Oh really?
So I think if I next month in I'm gonna go and try to get everything done real fast because
Cool.
I want to be able to. I want to just jump out of planes more often
Yeah.
anyway. But
Me not.
if there's somehow I could like this is what I thought, and I'm not sure if this would ever work for filming wise. Just be at the door, blah, and then jump out.
Just
If
behind
you-
your own cup.
Exactly. If you can catch your own camera, I really appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, Bukake in the air.
No, like to be honest, I'm. Patrick and me, we invented the show,
Yeah.
but the thing was, I'm on the ground, and then Patrick came up with that and said, like, listen, you can do it as well. And I'm really, really scared of height.
Oh really?
Yeah.
She is a coward. I told you.
Yeah. And it's a small airplane, right? It's
Yeah.
just a Cessna. So it's not like this huge thing. When I'm flying like from Germany to LA, I don't fucking care because it's a huge airplane. But like a Cessna, it's totally another feeling. It's more like a small car in the air with 2 wings on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she don't get it. A small plane is much more safe like a big plane.
Oh, I was.
Question is it have 2 rows of seats or are the seats all taken out and we just in the back?
No, it's actually a Cessna 172, so that means there are 4 seats, the pilot, the
Huh?
co-pilot, and 2 guest seats. So and we built out the co-pilot seat,
Huh?
make it safe, and separate or bring the pilot apart with like a construction that we can't interrupt him
Mhm.
because he has to fly.
Yeah, he's probably.
Yeah, better.
It's
That was-
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
That was kind of the biggest problem in the process when we prepared the show was all the insurance stuff, was all the permissions and all
Yeah.
Yeah.
that shit. But in the end of the day, we got it, and I hope it's worth it.
I think it would because so wait, did you? So it's fake flights, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Did you get that Are you working with the same company that does the freight taxi?
No.
Nope. So it's
No.
completely different. Gotcha.
Now the idea here is not another idea. I can't tell it you. No, I can, but I mean it's a small company, right?
Yeah.
And every small company has no money, right?
Yeah.
So that means I have no money for traffic, right?
Yeah.
But fake taxi has traffic.
Gotcha.
And my hope was that when somebody's searching fake,
Yeah.
they're coming to taxi and then to flight. That was the end of it.
Oh well, that's kind of the same idea you had with the Texas Patty name, right?
No, Texas Patty was like
No.
kind of.
Yeah.
Well, like with just like looking up names online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the most important thing in this is Texas has the 3 most important letters our industry in. So S, E, and X.
No.
That's why.
That makes sense. I remember I was trying to explain that to someone one time because they're like, "Why is her name that?" Like I was like, "It's something to do with like looking up shit and you find it." I don't fucking know. Hit her up. I don't know.
No, it's like, yeah, exactly. No, like the Texas Patty thing, I know it's kind of awkward because, but it's also, right now it's a good thing. Like back in Germany, when I started the business, like each single girl was like sexy, whatever, sweet, da-da-da.
Sexy Vanessa.
Exactly,
Yeah.
something like
Jenny
that.
69.
Yeah, some weird numbers or whatever. So when we started the business, I said, Patrick, I don't want to have a name like that. And something like with the U.S., with the United States, like with the Stars and Stripes, and that could be a good thing.
The
But then
merchandise.
we ran like through the
Hey,
states.
can you make that? Just kind of jiggle it around.
So she's in charge.
Yeah.
See, this is the whole thing. I'm gonna be just slowly moving to the seat. Yeah, just keep going. Kunisberger Klopsen, yeah.
Hey, that was
That
good.
was good.
I got
You're
it.
getting better.
I'm getting there, guys. My
Yeah.
my
Like
German's as
that.
good as my Spanish at this point.
Yeah. Like 0.
No, my Spanish. I know more words than Spanish. But as someone who speaks Spanish and he's heard me go off, it's terrible. It's not. When I worked in kitchens, it was a lot better just because everyone in there spoke fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It's same like in Germany. Everybody is speaking Turkey because every chef is a Turkey guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in Germany, yeah. So the Mexicans here is in Germany Turkey, actually. But honestly, the Turkey guys built Germany. So
Yeah?
without this guys, Germany would never be on this thing.
I have another question. Like, in regular, you're also cooking?
What?
Like, regular, like, all day? Because I thought about it, and usually, like, guys are really, really good chefs. Like, really.
Yeah.
Better than girls, in my opinion. But the difference is like we are cooking each single day, like in general, because we need food, we need something to eat, and you're like, you guys, you're the fancy shit, you know. Like we doing right now something really really fancy, and it takes like 3 hours. Okay, if you have a family after 3 hours, probably you get shot in your head.
No, I cook every day.
Oh really?
Like unless there's there's days where you're on set, you're just tired. That's the unfortunate part because there's certain days like this weekend I'm doing 2 days where it's gonna be Ricky Greenwood for Miss X, and then it's gonna be like a 10 or 12 hour day on that Taiwanese company. Fuck, I can't remember the name. Model Media. And I know both those days. It's like I'm probably not gonna be able to eat. Like it's like you're on set, they have chips and they may order your food, but it's like when I'm trying to eat like steady. I mean, dude, it's like when you're trying to keep muscle and keep yourself looking good, I need to eat every so many hours. Yeah. And when you're on set, you're trying to get bloated, and you're trying to do this, trying to do that, and so you end up just not eating.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking problem. Yeah. But, it is what it is.
But at least you can drink some protein bar stuff.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I have to try to remind myself is just bring protein and just do that more often because I need more because I realize that there's too many times in my life where I just started losing too much weight and I didn't have a lot of energy. It's because I'm not putting enough food back in my diet.
Yeah.
Because whether or not you guys want to believe it, this job is athletic.
It is.
It
is. I mean, I checked it and it's like around about 800 calories for an hour of cooking.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ, man. For an hour of cooking here?
Yeah, without a blowjob.
Without the blowjob. Oh fuck, what were we talking about before we started getting on food and diet and stuff? Oh yeah, but so I cook pretty much every day and I'll cook for everyone. Like I invite him and like they all do parkour and stunts with me. So there's some days where I just have the day off, or if I had a bad scene, I'll end up cooking for everyone because I want to make myself feel better. But if I have a day off and there's nothing going on, and I'm not doing a cooking show, I'm not shooting content, I'll just be like, hey, who wants to come over for barbecue?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's why.
So what's your favorite food? If it has to go quick, easy, you don't have time to go to the grocery store.
It'd be probably the one I make the most, just because of it's easy for me to do. I can do whatever I would need. Stir fry because it's either I'll use rice or I'll use sweet potatoes as the main or noodles. But most time it's I can just grab all the vegetables I have and meat.
Yeah.
And just it's easy,
Yeah, it is, and it's the best. A little bit salt and pepper, and that's it.
Oh, this one I got salt and pepper in it.
Yeah.
It's without or it's with?
Oh, I poured it in there a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I just got to let that. Fuck it.
Hot.
Yeah, it burns so fucking good.
He's a stunt hand.
Yeah.
Just the hand.
Stunt hand. Yeah.
Let's see. We got mustard, we got salt, we got pepper, we got parsley, we have the bread, eggs.
Exactly.
I mean, sorry for my bad jokes, but I don't care. I can
what
laugh
bad
about
jokes, bro? Come on. So you guys, how long have you been in the job?
Oh, 2007
2007
was her first scene, but was just for fun.
Okay.
And I mean, I would say in the end of 2008, you started your kind of pro thing.
Yeah, I started with, I think the typical thing cami. No. At
it
first,
was
I did. That was really the first. That. But for all the other guys, Patrick and I, we are swingers. So.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
And in Germany, they were oh, you know what? We saw you, and what about this? We filmed you and your, at that point, Patrick and I weren't married, but you and your husband, back in the days, boyfriend, together.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And Patrick said no. I was like, oh hell yes. I said yes already. And Patrick's like, are you fucking kidding me? I said, no, we will do that. So my intention for all this was mostly, okay, okay, let's do that because when we're getting old, really old, we can watch that.
And then masturbate.
Even if it doesn't work at this point, but but to see how beautiful we were.
Yeah, with modern technology, it'll make it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank God.
I mean, all the metaverse stuff will just this idea because Everybody will see what looks like 20.
Pretty. Yeah. No, so that was the main goal for me. Only one scene done. That's all. And then I don't know. It ended up here.
Then you ended up in America. shooting all the
Exactly.
time.
Yeah, there was another reason. I mean, Patti wants like more like 20 awards in Europe, and she said, okay, it's kind of boring. What we gonna do? And I said, okay, we have two options. We just stop it and finish your career, and you're starting a new thing, or we are gonna go to the Champions League. So that means America.
Yeah.
And then we went to the AVN in 2017 because I want to see this convention like a soccer fan who want to see the stadium of Barcelona.
Well, now, 2017 was that? That's still at the Hard Rock then, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, good. Because I was in 2017. Yeah, because I've been in 6 years now.
Yeah.
So that might have was that around the same time I got in?
Yeah,
You was
probably
pretty
because
new like us.
Yeah. Okay. Because I figured.
I would say you came in 2018 because she had already the work visa, and we need like a year for the first work visa.
Yeah.
Roundabout. But anyway,
Couple months later, yeah.
we was in the AVN, and then we get kind of addicted because we loved all the lifestyle. We always loved the US, and she told me, and she asked me and said, can you imagine to live here? And I said, I don't know. I mean, let's check it out. And the first year, we just going forth and back, right?
Yeah, back and forth all the time. Like we had Airbnbs. We didn't have our own apartment because it said, okay, let's see how it works. And then we stayed like for 2 months in an Airbnb and then went back to Germany. We had the storage here, so we packed all the stuff in the storage. And I would say like after around about a year, I said, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's so stressful. And you know how like people from Airbnbs, I mean, the guy was pretty nice because he was like, oh, you know what, we can do it like between you and me. So I was like, okay, great. But then, one time we got like at the airport in LA, and I called him and I was like, hey, only to let you know we're there in a couple of hours, like I told you before. And he was, oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm stoned.
I'm stoned, and your apartment is not available. And I was like, what the fuck? But we are here. Yeah, that's a problem. So after that, like, mess, I said to Patrick, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And then we're searching for our own apartment and moved into our own apartment, which is so much. Yeah.
You can do it in this size, or you can do it smaller. It's up to you.
What size are you guys into?
Yeah, I like that.
You answered.
I like the big size.
I mean, you like the big ones, right?
Oh, that's
I'm
why she
down
doesn't
for
like
that.
hanging out with me.
I mean, it's no secret that Patti likes to. Can I say this word?
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, likes to fuck with him, so she enjoy it, and he's doing my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's work for Patrick.
everything what he's doing, it's good for me. I have free time for FIFA.
Well, hey, here's an interesting one because a lot of people have that question. That's one of the things that I don't think I got answered too much on the last couple episodes when we had couples on. Was, you were a swinger, right?
Yeah.
But when you first did a scene with someone else and you weren't getting that, because you did that swinger parties, you get to fuck someone, she gets to fuck someone. So how was that work? Like, she was out doing that. And did it ever hit that stage where you're feeling really lonely, or like how did you guys work with that whole thing?
Never. It was from the first day until here, always comfortable for me because
Really?
I love to see her when she has sex.
Okay.
And I mean, it's like in the wood, you know, you're pitching a word in the wood and you get it back. When you are nice, you get a good feeling back. So, and then all of the guys who fucked with her has a big respect to me.
Yeah.
Nobody was kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we have never, I had never problems with that.
No, I mean, sometimes I get every time the questions from other guys like, oh, you're married? I was like, yeah, think about that. So, and I understand it at a certain point that people are like, okay, that's kind of weird. So you're married, like your husband is at home, you're here on set, you're doing the scene, he's not there. So how are you doing that? And Pat, I don't want to say like we have an open relationship
No,
because
it's
for
not.
us like an open relationship is something else. So
Yeah.
that means like open, he can do what he wants,
Yeah.
and I can also do what I want. But like we still speak about that.
Yeah.
So if there's like a hot chick or whatever, and Pat was like, "Oh, she's fucking hot," I was like, "Go for that."
Mm.
Like I really don't care. Have fun with her because I think like we humans we are not made like for only one person in our
Yeah.
life.
Hey,
No,
Justin,
how-
can you get this a better shot? This one?
I mean, what I said to everybody is, how arrogant could I be to think that I can satisfy her in sexual things, you know?
Mhm.
I'm
Like
just
forever.
one guy, so
Yeah.
and I know that she loves sex with many guys, so. And the other thing is, jealousy is for guys who has not enough confidence. That's my.
I was literally just talking about this today because it's like one of those things where I'm like, if you have a hard time with jealousy, isn't that something you want to work on? It's like anything. I'm not a good cook. I want to learn how to be better.
Yeah.
I'm maybe not good at porn. I want to be better.
Yeah.
Jealousy always seemed like one of those same things. And in the last couple weeks, I've seen videos of porn stars talking about, like, these are girls. They're like, "Oh, I don't let my man do anything with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm such a jealous person." And I'm like,
It's the wrong
Why is
business.
that?
why don't you work on that?
Yeah.
You're doing this. Like, don't you think he
Yeah, or
wants to
just
try?
change the job. I mean, when I'm a chef and I don't like meat, don't be a chef. So
Yeah, so I think like that's.
And
a big
also, if
issue.
you're a chef and don't like meat, you're wrong.
yeah, true.
Sorry, go on.
True. But I think that's like the main thing that people don't understand. And also like other guys being sometimes sorry for Patrick, and then I made like jokes and said like, "Oh, he has food and he has water, he's good."
Yeah.
So
It's got FIFA.
yeah, exactly. That
Okay,
on
for the-
top,
For the
right?
future and every producer outside there, the only thing what I need is a fucking coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Patrick is a coffee junkie. No, I think it has really to do like with your relationship.
Mm.
So if you're not honest to like your partner, whatever it is, like boy, girl, or whatever. So if you're not honest to them, it will fuck up the whole relationship.
Yeah.
And I think, and I'm not saying that everyone has to be like the same, has to be like in the same opinion like me
No.
to say like, oh yeah, we are not made for only one person. For sure not. There are people around, they're really happy
Yeah.
to spend their entire life with only one person. That's fine.
No.
Oh, that's a small one.
I mean, we don't want to missionary anybody, but when somebody's asking me, I give them an answer straight.
Yeah.
For me, it was very important to be at least in one movie, because what I don't want to be pretend is to be a pimp, you know.
Yes.
So, and my idea was when I am in the movie as well, and she get fucked, I get fucked as well.
Hmm.
So, and that worked out, right?
Yeah.
Who'd you get a fuck?
I mean, what?
Who'd you get a fuck?
I don't get it.
No, Patrick said,
Oh, when you get fucked, he gets to fuck. Okay,
exactly.
got
Exactly.
Because in the first year, it was kind of secret, you know.
it.
She had a job, I had a job. Thank you. And nobody needs to know that. I mean, how naive is it, right?
Yeah.
To believe that
But-
nobody see that.
That again.
No one's gonna
let's-
see it.
Let's turn back the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it was.
we had the time. The internet was there, but it was with this thing.
Oh, dial up.
Exactly. So everything took forever. So the internet was not like on top with everything.
Mm.
So to play a video or something like it took forever, right? So when we started, I said to Patrick, "Oh, you know what? There was like DVDs. DVDs was a thing back in the days. Everyone was watching DVDs.
Yeah.
So I was not really scared about the internet because it was not. Yeah, I know. Stupid to say. Sorry.
No.
yeah.
It's because I've heard this before, like from people who were in business, like, that's never gonna go anywhere because DVDs were such a big
Yeah.
thing. If you guys want to understand from a different side, go watch the thing about Netflix on Amazon Prime, which I think is kind of funny. There's a whole documentary about how Netflix just kind
It's
of
on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
That's funny.
It's a documentary on how they just fucking destroyed everyone else.
The
They
whole
destroyed
thing.
Hollywood Video, all the stores.
Same like Pornhub in our industry.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
like-
too. So.
And it's like, I think porn kind of does things a little faster than the mainstream, you know?
Yeah.
And that happened very much with Netflix, and that happened after Pornhub, you know?
Yeah. And that's the point. So when Patrick and I started like the business, I was not really scared about like the internet. I was more scared about that I'm not on the cover of the DVD. Because when I'm on the cover of the DVD, someone can figure out that's me, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you have it like on the back side, you have to flip it over, and you have this really, really small picture where you literally can see nothing on it.
How call
So-
it in English?
What? Bay leaves.
Bay.
In German, Lorbeerblätter.
Yeah, leaves is like letter
Look at his face.
and no
It's like, oh.
Quick side note. Have you guys watched those videos online where it's people say things in different languages and people say things in German?
TikTok.
Yeah,
I
they
follow
do
TikTok,
like
yeah.
but they're like say butterfly in English, butterfly in French, butterfly and something
Oh,
else.
yeah.
And it's like in German, it's like Kusenflagen. Like
Yeah. Yeah, our language is really harsh. I know that.
But it's same like some guys on TikTok is doing it with British
That's
English
enough.
and US
Yeah.
English. It's so funny as well.
Tomorrow we're doing brisket.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is brisket?
Brisket is part of the. It's a.
Open the fridge.
So this is.
That's a
Stop it.
Oh.
Rippchen.
Hüfte.
So this is half a
So-
brisket.
Yeah.
This actually usually has a paste over here that's not that thick to
I
it.
know.
It's yeah. So we're gonna make this for
Good.
Juan El Cabano, small kid. He used to do like a bunch of bang bus stuff, and he came in. He got like best newcomer a couple years back.
Ah,
this-
okay.
Yeah, this skinny guy, yeah.
Yeah, little guy. I'm
Yeah.
sure you've had to work with him.
Yeah.
Had to work with him. That's the wrong thing to say.
Had to work with him.
So, different topics. This topic. What do you feel like? Because coming to the industry, swinger. So I'm sure you have a little bit of better process about this than others. But working with younger people, and the longer you've been in, the younger they get. And how is that? Because I mean, at least when you're a swinger, it's like you kind of enjoy a lot of different things. But is it worse because you have to play the stepmom all the time, and they just keep looking younger and younger? And how does that work?
I mean, we had a funny conversation. When I was back in Germany, I was on a TV show in Germany, and the topic was like about like age verification, stuff, like really boring stuff. But then there was a girl, and she was complaining about like in general about porn.
Mhm.
But then in like specific, she was complaining that the most porn videos are about that a guy tried to treat a girl or like pushing a girl into a situation
Oh,
to have sex with her.
gotcha.
So it was like, to be honest, I don't know when you watch your last porn, but it's not like that. Because MILF is such a big thing right now. And every time I'm the bad stepmom or whatever who tries to like put some really young guys, for sure, all over age, young guys like in a situation and said, oh yeah, you know what? I will tell your daddy if you don't fuck me.
You know,
which is
that's
like
exactly the same voice you gave to me last time we did a naughty magazine. You're like, do you know what these toys are in this room? It goes in my.
oh
butt.
yeah, the toys.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Those toys in the drawer. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
yeah.
your last stepson in Czech Republic was kind of a guy who
God damn
was
it.
wearing girl stuff. I saw
Oh,
it on
yeah.
Twitter. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. But that was
That's
for
funny.
a VR scene.
Sorry about that, guys.
Wow.
Because it's an electric grill, sometimes the oil will get down in there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it smokes for no fucking reason.
Oh, good.
I mean,
so yeah, to be honest, for me, it's every time. I don't like to eat spaghetti each single day.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what happening. The porn industry.
Just
I'm
a
eating it each single
question.
day.
When we're talking about spaghetti, are we talking about loose cock? Or, I'm not saying all the new guys in the business don't do good, but
Sometimes it's difficult. I mean, I get it. Like, they're new in the industry. They're really, like you said, they're really, really young. In the past, I remember I did scenes like still stepmom things. But the people were like literally 5, 6 years younger than me, but looking fucking young. So that was
I
a
mean,
big
take
difference.
Alex Jett. He's like, I don't
Yeah.
know, middle of 30s, and he looks like 18.
or 50.
Yeah. He looks so young. So there are like kind of these guys around, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So in general, it's more about like younger and younger. And like in the beginning, I was like, oh, that's cool, but for sure, they're not really experienced.
Mhm.
So I remember I was shooting like half a year, like only MILF, like stepson stuff. And then I got a scene with Steve Holmes. And I was really, really happy about that. Because, I mean, at first, I really like him. He's a good friend of us.
I love listening to him talk on set.
Yeah.
It's always like, you got away with saying that, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Roll the tape, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is, Patti is very famous for her DP scene in Europe,
Mhm.
but in 5 years, she never shot a DP scene here in the US. Never.
No, never, ever. And I don't know why. But, like, for me, it's more about to get booked. And you know how it is. Work comes, so you take the job.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it still. And it's not every time that I have, like, new guys, like, I'm shooting over and over, also, like, with the same guys.
Every day's not awesome.
Mm.
Every day's not awesome.
Yeah. And sometimes you have, like, days, like back in the days when I was in Budapest. I was shooting in Budapest as well when I was back in Germany. And for sure, there was this young dude, and I don't know, like, he was just super scared about the scene because the director switched it up kind of last minute and switched it from a normal, like, boy-girl to a boy-girl scene. And I think it was nothing for him.
He was new in the industry.
Yeah, and then he totally fucked the scene up, and it took forever. And for sure, I felt sorry for him.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, you can kind of overplay that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, take your time, that's fine. But after 5 hours, you're still saying that, but with another impression in your face.
Yeah.
It's like, get the shit done.
Yeah, at a certain point, the one thing I like to stress to new people, it's like if you were having a hard time at the beginning, you're probably not going to pull out of it.
No.
The likelihood of you pulling out of it is very unlikely.
Yeah.
If it's taking more than, this is the way I think of it. If I get into the scene and we're getting to a place where I can't feel my dick at all and it's numb, it's like that. I'm gonna go for maybe 5-6 minutes, see what can happen. If
Yeah.
nothing else, and if I know it's like an anal day, or if
Yeah.
it has to start with already something, I'm like,
Done.
I'm sorry,
I
guys.
mean,
It's like I have a good
yeah.
enough name in the industry at this point. Like I can do that. You obviously don't want to do that much when you're new, but it also people might actually respect you a little bit more.
Yeah.
If
I
you
mean,
do that, and not take the check if your fucking dick doesn't
No.
work.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm a producer as well, and the most important thing for me is just be honest. So I can react then, I can do something when you are honest to me. I mean, when you came in the beginning and said, okay, Patrick, today is not my day. Okay, no problem, let's get another guy. But when you tell me 2 hours later,
Yeah.
you know,
If her makeup's already fucked,
Yeah, I mean, like, we are all humans, and that can happen, and it's for sure for the producer and for the whole crew. It's like, ugh, it's a shitty situation, but still, it is what it is. You can't change that.
we are not
So,
machines.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm shooting a lot of scenes with younger guys.
yeah, I'm sure. I forget what they call this in Germany. It's called but it's supposed to be sweating the flower. I'm not sure what the word is, but I heard it the other day. I was like, oh, no.
Schwitzen the Blume?
Say it again. Which,
Sweating,
Yeah.
sweating the flower. So the flower, you're sweating it.
Ah, you mean that?
it's direct translation. Does it work in Europe?
Well, I don't know. I
Language,
don't know what
no.
the German word is. Like,
Schwitz, yeah, Mehlschwitze.
Yeah, Mehlschwitz. It's
Oh,
same. It's
yeah.
same. It's
oh, that's not that different.
That's
But
what I
it's,
say. It's a direct translation
Oh,
because like sweating the flower is like Mehlschwitze.
it's direct. You can understand like sweating a flower, but when I heard it, I was like, that doesn't make sense because what we call this is making a roux.
Ah, see, that's what I want
Yeah.
to know because like direct translation is sweating the flower.
But
Yeah.
honestly, one question. What is the exactly word for that?
Flower?
Really flower, not oat or org or whatever?
No,
flower.
flower.
Like flower.
Yeah, dude. There's some weird ones that like they changed like aubergine or fucking eggplant or I didn't know there was all these different words for the same thing. I thought we all just called it eggplant or flower, and apparently we don't. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, because in German it's called Mehl.
Yeah.
M-E-H-L.
Meal?
Mehl.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that one. So let's try this. Oh.
That looks
Heavy
good.
whipped cream.
Heavy cream.
Smells good.
Smells always good.
Even after COVID.
Die gute alte Mehlschwitze.
Okay, that looks good. Das sieht gut aus. Lecker, lecker, lecker.
Hopefully our German fans are popping up.
Ja, von German Fans. Ja, Leute, also hier mal in Deutsch ganz kurz, falls auch Deutsche zugucken. Wir sind hier heute zu Gast bei Nathan Bronson, einer der geilsten Darsteller in Amerika. Und ja, wir machen eine Kochshow und er ist hier der Host und by the way, er ist auch noch ein geiler Koch.
See.
Ja, si, comprende. Und hier die Olle neben mir kennt er ja, ne?
Ey.
Was?
So, so you guys came over here like a long, fucking what, 2017 to do porn. How's the experience been?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was during the time when I left Germany. I can't say that. Like porn industry in Germany died.
Oh,
Fucked
really?
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
It dried out so hard because production companies were less and
Yeah,
shoot-
because of Pornhub, internet, and all the stuff. Because
Yeah.
they slept.
yeah,
They didn't.
yeah, like the
go
big
with the time.
the big companies missed the point to go online.
Oh, okay.
So we had like kind of the same company like Vivid, for
Yeah.
example. It called Videorama,
Mhm.
but same style, everything the same. And we had a funny conversation with the
owner.
with the owner of the company, because I was contracted with him for a while.
Okay.
And we told him, listen, like you have to go online, like that's really really important, and you have so much stuff. Like I don't know if you ever heard, she's German, Gina Wild.
No.
No,
So she's like, she was huge back in the days, like in Germany, and she was also exclusive with the company and everything. So we told him, listen, if you make it possible to put that online, like VOD, whatever, that would be awesome.
And it was 2013, right?
Yeah,
I mean, internet was still what?
it was there.
Yeah, I was doing stuff.
Yeah. So we told him, hey, you really have to do that. And he was, you know what, kids?
Yeah.
The whole internet. Believe me, nobody will buy nothing on the internet.
Now, even he said, internet, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It will die next year.
Yeah, you will see it will disappear.
I mean, he was
And-
75.
Yeah,
right?
but still.
Okay.
So I said to Patrick, listen, that's a sinking ship. We have to leave.
Yeah.
And that happened to a lot of companies. There was still stock to her DVD production.
Mm.
So I said to Patrick, okay, let's not do that anymore. So we tried the AVN, and the experience is great here. So I was not shooting for a long time in Germany, and right now when I got back to Germany, like for Christmas stuff and everything, I was shooting like in Spain, in Budapest, and Czech Republic.
Mhm.
And I have to tell you, Germany is still less,
It's
still nothing.
no, it's kind of that.
Yeah, but production-wise, they're on the same level like here.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
So there's
No.
things to shoot there?
Huh?
So there's stuff to shoot there?
yeah.
Yeah, but not in Germany. It's like
No, it's Budapest,
Oh,
Czech
okay.
Republic,
capital city of porn in Europe is
Yeah.
Budapest. So.
Gotcha.
and it's good. Like it's good work, and I really liked it, and it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we never went there before, and it was pretty cheap to fly over. It was only like $100, so we flew over, and beautiful city.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it there.
It's same like Prague. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same area.
I've always wanted to go there, but it seemed like the only things they were shooting was like legal porno.
No,
Oh,
it's
no.
not.
I'm not doing it.
I mean, just ask me when you're going to Europe. I can give you a lot of context.
Yeah.
No
Is there
problem.
anything shooting in England right now?
England
England less.
just Marcus sometimes, Marcus London,
Yeah, okay.
and that's it. I mean, we have one huge talent, Ella Huge.
Mhm.
She's in England and she's always complaining that not enough shoots.
The girl with a lot of tattoos?
No,
No,
when she's
like
a
a red hair.
red hair girl. They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
We love her. But I mean, when you want to shoot in Europe, let me know,
Alright.
and I can announce it, and you get a lot of jobs.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's also hard right now to shoot in. Like back in the days, London and everything was really good,
Mhm.
shooting wise. But right now it changed a lot
Yeah.
because of the Brexit.
Oh,
So you need actually like a visa to go over.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
fucked everything
I mean-
really up.
Maybe we have to explain that Brexit is like Great Britain was before in the European Union, but it's not anymore.
Nope.
So,
They are out. So even if we are like really, really close to them
Mm-hmm.
because the flight is an hour, it's a pain in the ass to go there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think people in America quite understood Brexit. I've watched a little bit of it, but I still like you
British
don't really.
exit.
Huh?
British exit. Brexit.
Yeah, it's like you didn't really like the best way to be would be like if me and Mexico were like you could just go back and forth, and then all of a sudden nah.
Exactly, something like that.
Not really. It's
Or
like, no,
okay, let me phrase it.
California
It'd be
wants
like,
to
yeah.
be independent.
Yeah, California to Arizona, and you couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that.
I mean, you can do that, but again, you need a visa and you can't work like.
Passport.
Yeah, you need the passport and everything. You need to permission to enter the country and like all the stuff. I mean, they still have a border. I mean, it's not so difficult. It's a fucking island, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's one tunnel from French to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, it's hard to understand. And I remember when I was shooting one scene back in the days for Fake Taxi,
Yeah.
he was like, "I will die if the Brexit is coming. I can't work because it's all here, and the girls have to come to my spot in England."
Yeah, especially for that one, you kind of have to do it in England
Yeah.
because it's a fucking English taxi.
Yeah, exactly. So they have another one. I think it's in Czech Republic.
Yeah.
That I don't know. It's another flair.
It is. It's
like
not the
it's
same.
different.
It's
Yeah.
not the same. Yeah. I mean, the second most important porn production city in Europe was Barcelona then.
Yeah.
But it isn't not anymore.
No.
And it's right now really Budapest and Prague.
Okay. The pay's a little different out there, though, right?
Mm,
The pay, how much money?
better.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for you was better because you came from the US and it was your fucking name. But usually the girls there get
A little bit lower rate.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But you're getting a lower rate, but you're getting shot out a lot. as far as I
Exactly. So yeah, it really depends. So if people just complaining about like, oh no, I want you to shoot not for that money. Every time I try to tell them, listen, at first, how long are you in the industry?
Yeah.
If you're only like, let's say a couple of months or whatever in the industry, you can't ask for this rate.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same for me. When I remember when I first started, to be honest, back in Germany, I did some scenes for free.
Yeah.
Because I want to get
just
in.
to put in the name.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I did some shit for free.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
You hear everybody heard that he's shooting for me for Fake Flight for free.
Free, guys.
Know that.
Call in the next 20 minutes and you get Nathan's Bronson half off. 90% of the time, I'm free every time.
I like that.
I just like vagina. I have a problem.
No, but that's like the main thing. So if you're brand new, you know how it works.
Yeah.
You have to get your shit together.
Mhm.
You have to spread out your name. You have to have a good reputation,
Yeah.
and then you can ask for more money.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And when
Like,
your numbers are working. I
yeah,
mean,
And luckily for female, it's a little easier to get those numbers up.
yeah,
But it's like getting to know the directors as a trustworthy performer. I'm sure you never had trouble with that because you're awesome. So that's easy. You're very nice. You're easy to work with, and that's a lot more than you can say about most women in this job.
Yeah.
So it's real. That's very helpful.
no,
Yeah.
true. But on the other hand, also
Giant
like
bitches out there.
on the other hand, you have to say, if you, because everyone is also, and I agree,
Mm.
most people will kill me right now.
That's
I
fine.
totally agree on that, that I think it's not fair that we get so much more paid than you,
Mm.
because the whole scene is depending on you,
Yeah.
to be honest. The
that's
only,
why we pay more for the males as for the.
Bro, I'm already gonna suck your dick. You don't have to fucking. I'm already doing the scene for free. What else do you want?
So for me personally, it's more about pay both of them equal. Maybe the girl a little bit more because she needs more time because of makeup and everything.
Yeah.
So time is counting, and also if you do anal, the preparation, that's
Yeah.
okay. But sometimes the range is so huge
Mhm.
when I think like that's not fair.
I do. There's sometimes where I think that is a problem. Like, there's some days where I'm like, I should get paid way more for this
Yeah.
fucking shit. There's other days where I've seen how much work the girls put in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you deserve that fucking money.
Yeah.
But, like, there's some days where I'm working with a fucking dead fish and I'm having to move her ass around and she can't remember dialogue, she can't act, she can't do anything. And I know this bitch is making twice as much as me. And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Fuck that.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
really? And I come to set and I know the like whether or not I can act, whatever. I apparently do okay. But like my whole day is based on the fact that we can pray my dick's gonna work. You know, we can't always be sure because it's always
Yeah.
50-50 chance.
And you want to do it without drugs, so.
Yeah, but it has to do with drugs.
Yeah.
But like, and you go in there and you try your best, but then some days, like if the girl like says the wrong thing, or just, you try.
It's just a second sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that one quick moment, and then I don't get paid, I don't get anything, and I have to be on set all day, and then I have to go home and cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, in that little part, the mental anguish of doing that never gets talked about. You know?
No, never. And that's also like what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because for us girls, it's different. If something comes up and I think like, ugh, you know what? Don't say that to me.
Mhm.
That's one thing. But like with a little bit loop, the scene is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a T-shirt, Texas Patty, with a little bit of lube, anything can be done.
And so sometimes I think it's not fair. But like, yeah, back to your question. Same. If you're like brand new and it's Czech Republic, it's Budapest, beautiful girls out of there, really, really beautiful. For sure, they get paid a little bit less, but that's more about, let's say, they're brand new and not about, okay, it's like because of the country.
Now, it's another thing as well. I mean, when you're going to the grocery in Prague, it's totally the inflation is different. And I mean, when you get 4 jobs in Prague as a girl, you are done for the month. you know.
Yeah.
The average in Prague is like, for a good worker in the middle,
Sorry, it's getting
social
hot, guys, by the way.
thing,
No, it's fine.
it's like 1,500 a month, and you are in the middle of the social life. Okay.
Really?
1,500. So that means when you have 3 shots,
Ah.
each 500, you're done. I mean, you can do it on one day.
Oh.
So when you give the girls like 800 and they're doing 10 shots, they are like rich girls.
Yeah.
So that's
If
why.
you're in Prague.
yeah.
Yeah, so I did understand that the balance of like how much money you can make over there is a little bit different. It's this interesting place. I definitely would like to go there and check it out. I want to go to Germany too because I don't like Donau's fucking airport. So I would love to go over there and check out things and.
You're
No,
always
it's-
invited.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
it's
One
really
of the things
beautiful.
I told my lady, I was like, babe, next time they decide to go out there, we should go with them because she went to I forget what part of Germany and she loved it.
Mm.
She also went to another place and she fucking hated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember. It's one of
Both
the
in
big-
German?
Yeah, both in Germany. Like I forget what was a bigger city that like I can't remember, but she's like, there's one city she's like, I would move there in a heartbeat. I'm like, oh.
Maybe in Bavaria.
It might have been Bavaria.
Yeah,
It might be.
most beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it really depends. Like you have like in the south of Germany, it's really beautiful. Forest, everything is green and like really traditional and everything. If you go more like to Berlin, it's more the hipster thing. So literally it's kind of LA city, like Hollywood style. Like I don't want to
dirty.
say fucked up people, but
Yeah, me personally, I don't like Berlin. So,
Yeah?
no.
I think that might have been the one she didn't like because she's like everyone was an asshole. And
Yeah.
I was like, if they're hipster, then yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, so that's more about that. But it's a beautiful country.
Yeah.
You definitely have to do that. And like everything, the most of the people don't know that. Like it's really close to the border. So if you're still in Germany, like there's France just at the border. There's like Italy just at the border. There's Switzerland.
Poland.
What I would like to do is next trip I make out to there because like I'm going to England for World Chase Tag. If you guys are there, I'm not sure if you guys know what that is. You know what parkour is, right? The
Yeah.
thing I train all the time. Apparently, a bunch of those people got together, and you remember the game Tag? Tag, you're in.
Oh
you
yeah,
chase.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, well.
So a bunch of grown-ups decided to mix parkour and that together. And so they built a course where there's bars and you have to jump around. And you start two people on a side, and then you chase after each other.
Cool.
Now this got big enough to where now it's on ESPN, and so we're actually going there next month, and we're going to go because next year we're going to try to make a team to actually go play this.
Cool. Like the
cool.
Ninja Warrior, just with a game, right?
What?
Like the Ninja Warrior,
Do you
of
know?
that.
I think it's a different.
No, it's called the Beast.
Mhm.
It's a show.
It's a show where.
Oh! You're talking about the Ninja Warrior. What's it called? The Beast something?
Ultimate Beastmaster.
Ultimate Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the. There's probably is there guys on that show that are actually playing?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: Ninja Warrior, Ultimate Beastmaster, parkour. All these people kind of entangle like porn people fuck.
Oh.
So it's like, well, it's not true. It's 100% true. So like, if you've seen people on Ninja Warrior or Ultimate Beastmaster, the likelihood of some of them being here and
Yeah.
actually trained in my backyard, or like there was another show. What's the one that Tavon was on?
Ultimate Tag.
Yeah, there's an Ultimate Tag. I think it was on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Fox, where it was a bunch of like really fit people chasing after normal people. And
Oh.
one of our buddies, this black kid with snake piercing, his name was The Flow. He's kind of a dick. He's been on the show. Fuck you, Tavon. I like to say that every time because he said he didn't like the food. Then after the show was over, he liked it. So yeah, fuck him. Yeah, so like we've had a bunch of people on there do that. So
That looks good.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I realized I started the roux too soon.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, I'll be fine.
I can mix it on there.
1 second. Let's see. We're on. Yeah.
That's fancy shit.
Yeah, the fancy stuff, but I also didn't get enough broth to fill that thing up.
Yeah, but it'll work.
What'd you guys do before you got in this job? Because I think I know what you did, and I have questions. But what'd you do?
I'd have questions.
Uh-oh.
I do have questions. But, what'd
The
you do?
detective has questions.
Dental assistant.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see you being at the front desk and be like, "Hey, my fucking teeth hurt." You're like,
Exactly.
brush them.
I know. No, I did an education like 3 years, and after 3 years, I got stuck in the same office for 16 years, and I really liked it. I really liked it. I mean, I was such a long time there, and after a while, I would say what really like pleasure, that's a hard word, like every kind of surgery when you have to
Oh.
see the whole bone and everything. That's what my passion was all about.
Oh wait, so you enjoyed the surgery part?
I really love that.
No, I can understand because like coming from a cooking background, one of my favorite things to do was butchering.
Yeah.
Was breaking down the animal, breaking down. It's a lot of fun. I don't know, but as a person who absolutely hates the fucking dentist, because
Yeah.
I can remember when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out,
Yeah.
I just like spread it open and I could feel the just chips coming off my fucking
Mhm.
tooth, and I was like, I could smell it. I'm just.
I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
So yeah, I can understand from that point, but just the mouth. That's like not my first place I like want to work on. I understand, but
No, but because it's like kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
If you cut something and you see like the inside,
Mhm.
and then it's like fascinating how our body works, and
Mhm.
especially like in the mouth, because there are so many nerves, and everything is so tiny,
Mhm.
but makes so much sense like in total. So I said to
She
Patrick,
has fever.
if we ever like settle really down
Mhm.
and have a house or something like this, I want to have my own room with a chair in it and with all that stuff.
oh, like all the old school dental stuff.
Yeah, because
Oh, that'd be cool.
I still really like that. Like even when Patrick have some issues or
Yeah.
whatever, and we are traveling a lot, so that's great. So I'm doing literally everything by my own.
Yeah, I don't need a dentist. She's
Yeah.
doing everything. Yeah, I had a hole in my teeth and she
And
fixed it. I mean,
I really love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did it really. I was really passionate about it, but at one point I was like, can I see myself sitting behind the desk in 40 years? Probably not. So I skipped it.
Gotcha.
And then now we got to porn. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely went to a different way of pleasure on that one.
Yeah, I don't cut anything right now.
Alright, so what'd you do?
after my school, I did an education as an electronic guy,
Okay.
and then I went to
Like computers or
no,
like
it was like
buildings?
more the cable stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And and then I went to the army, 12 years.
Oh shit.
So that was my passion.
What'd you do in the army?
At first, I learned all the electronic war stuff,
Okay.
science intelligence, and all. And then it was kind of boring
Mhm.
because I'm getting fatter and fatter. And then they open they open a group. It called KSK. It's like it's more special
Such forces.
special forces,
Uh-huh.
and they were searching for like electronic war guys. So.
Okay.
And I did the test. It was 2 weeks. It was pretty hard.
Yeah.
But it was exactly that what I wanted this time because I lost like 40 kilos, means like
Uh-huh.
70 pounds in 4 weeks.
How fat were you?
I was
Fat.
very
Wait,
fucking
how much
fat.
you weigh now?
Right now it's exactly 67
167.
kilograms. Is 146 pounds.
You're 146.
Yeah.
I need to lose weight.
And I want to be 142. That's my comfortable.
Okay.
But this depends what I'm eating or what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't
So-
worry, you'll lose weight after tonight.
I did the test. I passed the test,
Mhm.
and it was the best time in my life. And I learned so much things. I became a dive instructor. I became a sniper and other stuff. And and then it was over after 12 years.
Yeah.
No.
That's one of the things I still a little bit regret I didn't go in the military. That's always one of those bummer things I didn't do, and it's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm getting out.
I mean, we had in Germany,
Yeah.
we had the mandatory stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And all the guys in Germany was kind of good organized, disciplined, blah, blah, blah. But they skipped it in Germany. And you see that right now
Yeah.
when the young guys are coming in and they're not disciplined like for 20 years ago.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. My buddy just got out of the military, and a lot of his buddies were in a military, American military base in Germany, right?
Mm.
Apparently, the entirety of this base knows who I am, and I am a somewhat mascot. This is at least what he's like. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they all know who Nathan Bronson is over there. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm like, what if we're gonna do an USO tour over there? Just like, hey guys, Nathan Bronson, what's up?
But he's
Let's go
fucking,
shoot some shit.
Nathan is fucking famous in Germany as well.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking cool.
Yeah.
Hi,
Go
Germany.
Germany!
Germany.
It's a big market. It's the biggest market for customers.
What?
Nobody knows that 83% of all customers in the porn industry are fucking German.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, this may be just a rumor about Germans and German people, but and I'm not sure where this came from, but the fact that German people are freaks
No.
when it comes to sex.
No.
Now, and I've seen two different versions. I've seen the people who want to get tied to a wall and pegged with a giant pig cock, and then I've also seen the people like,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like, what do you guys think as German people?
I think because I remember my first set, I went on set and someone told me right away, like, "Oh, are you German?" I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, so you're doing the pooping and peeing stuff?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "What? Then you're not German." I was like, "I am German." So I think it's more why it is so like famous, like for you guys, for example, to say that, oh, that's a typical thing like for Germans, because it's allowed. There is no restriction.
Yeah.
So here you have like restrictions. You can't show that. You can show that. And
It's so annoying.
exactly.
Fuck you, Visa.
So in Germany we don't have that. So that's one point. And so it's getting public. I'm pretty sure here are a lot of freaks around who are doing that, but it doesn't go public because
Yeah.
you can't see that.
Yeah.
And like in general, I would say we're like just normal people.
Yeah. I mean, we have a huge BDSM scene, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure isn't not the same size like in Great Britain or
Yeah.
I mean
I don't
Finland
know.
or
No different.
even
Yeah.
Russia or whatever. Yeah. It's a whole scene. I mean, it's just a culture.
Yeah.
But usually, okay, I mean, most of the Germans are not open-minded. Behind the door, they're fucking open-minded.
Ah.
They have kind of a double morale, but I mean, look around, it's not different like here.
Okay. Yeah. So it's the same.
Yeah,
Same,
it
same.
is.
Then how is the swinger community over there? Because I hear really good things about your guys' swinger community.
Yeah, that's much more bigger and better and anything like here.
Yeah.
But it's the same reason.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult to open a swinger club here in California, for
Mhm.
example.
Yeah.
Or there are so many restrictions. Yeah. And we saw that. The first 2 years, it was pretty hard to find another couple. I mean, everybody wants to do that, but nobody dares to do that.
Oh, what sites are you guys on?
No side.
No side?
So we were like, we have a German side which calls like Joy Club. It's more like ecstasy. Do you know ecstasy?
Mhm.
Ecstasy is also like a swinger side. But to be honest, there are also kind of freaks around. And I was like, I don't want to have that. Because I want to have like fun and a fun night and not some creeps who like
jerk
the
off with your
typical...
That could
No.
be it.
You know you've had it.
The typical show off guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my house. I'm driving this car.
My horse, my car, my house.
I don't fucking care. What are you doing? Like, I just want to have a fun time. So, Patrick and I met through other people, like kind of a close community. And they are pretty cool. We went to one party. We left after 10 minutes. Because it was just
It was a creep show.
wow. So in Germany, let's say the structure from like age structure starts at for sure 18 and ends up somewhere, but it depends on the club where you're going.
Yeah.
So they are like different clubs, and then you have like clubs you're pretty sure if you go there, the age range is like 18 till 30, 32, something like that. So it's really fun.
But I mean, in general, Europe is much more open for swinger stuff
Yeah.
like the US. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I may or may not have gone to one of these parties not too long ago, and I haven't been to a swinger thing in a long time, right? It's like since I got into porn. I just haven't had the time, or I was dating people and nobody wanted to go. You know how it is. It's so hard to like get someone like, let's go together, and then also be like, don't just fucking leave me if I need a party. I'm just gonna be stuck here by myself. I guess fuck, what am I doing? You know, so it's like you kind of want to go with someone you trust and whatnot. And because it's been so long since I gone to one, it was very interesting seeing normal people almost challenged by me. Like because of what I do, you can see them coming closer to me and trying to go as hard as they could.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, you did a bunch of coke. You're gonna lose here pretty soon.
That's what I think.
Calm the fuck down. And it was just interesting, the dynamic of going to it now, and also the confidence I have going to any kind of a swinger event now, where I'm just like this. I don't give a shit, man. It's like, yeah, I get it, bro. Good job. Yeah, it's like, just watch out for my dick. Sorry.
Yeah, it's totally. I mean, we did swinger stuff with passion, right?
Yeah.
And when she jumped in the industry, I would say like 4 or 5 years later, when she become a little bit more famous, that doesn't work out in the swinger scene because the girls was jealous because he wants to just fuck her because she was Texas Patti.
Yeah.
And they tried to compete with me, and I said, hey dude, I mean it's a fucking movie, right? And we have a private party here.
Yeah.
And it's not the same. I mean, take it down.
And you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose, bro. I do this on a daily basis, bro. I know how to make myself not nut.
Yeah.
I don't need drugs to do it. I will smack myself in the dick. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, don't play this game. This is a job for me, and I can go for whatever you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Totally another thing. And for like the whole swinger community and everything, let's say like the porn side was not the greatest idea.
No.
Because right now to go there, everyone, and for sure I appreciate that, everyone wants to talk to you, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, you know what? And then I said to Patrick, to be honest, I really can't enjoy that.
Yeah, it's more an AMA thing. Ask me anything, you know? And at the beginning, it's kind of nice, and then, oh wow, okay, let's go to the party. No, I don't want to be in the big interview.
Yeah.
So, but right now, we found like, I would say 4 groups. Oh. Everybody knows what we are doing, everybody respects it, and everybody don't ask of anything. Just have a good time. So.
For sure, they're asking, but on a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, how's going on, blah, blah,
Yeah, it's a lot more of a personal thing.
Yeah.
I get you. Because that can be tiresome. I, for some reason, love talking about myself, and because the only thing I have to talk about anymore is because I'm working all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, talk to me about it.
So let me help you.
You want to dump those in, thank you, sir. Sweet. Put that down there. Sweet. Doing
That
good.
looks
Looking
fucking
good.
delicious. Let me take a
That's
picture.
there. Gonna do this. Make the
Woo-hoo-hoo.
sauce. Should I make the sauce? No. Gonna cook the potatoes.
Whoop,
Let that go
whoop.
for a second. What was I doing? 3, 2, bam, bam, bam. What was I supposed to do?
Cooking the potatoes.
Oh, saute those. That's right.
Oh yeah, you want to put it like in a pan.
Yeah, I want to put a little
like-
crisp on that.
You're down with
Ah,
that.
That's a fucking good idea.
Mhm.
But for what is their flour ready?
Huh?
It's for that because
for
when
the-
they are done
okay,
and the
got it.
potatoes are done
Is
in the
it
pot. as well.
flour sweating or sweating flowers?
No,
Sweating flowers. I don't know how they pronounce it now. I can't really remember. Sweating the flour. Sweating the flour.
Okay.
But
but
yes.
you call it
Making a roux. It's
roux?
called a roux.
Okay.
Like kangaroo.
Oh yeah. Mhm. I heard about this kangaroo stuff.
Funny enough, guys, I know I've said this before, but I think California is completely in the wrong for not letting us eat kangaroo meat anymore for some dumbass thing Jack in the Box did.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, I forget what year it was, but because Jack in the Box had a mixture of horse meat and kangaroo in with their beef for their taco or for their meat, California a couple years ago banned the sale of kangaroo, which is terrible. Kangaroo is a great meat. It's
It's
very
so
lean.
good.
It's a fucking rat.
Yeah.
They are everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently that's no nice.
Oh.
Fun fact. It's such a bummer. I think that
I
happened 2 years ago. It became illegal.
Do you
have-
ever eat horse?
horse? I have not had the chance.
Oh really?
I would 100%.
But that was really popular in Germany.
I
there-
don't like it.
I know, like, it's a real leanness. I know you can do it in Canada. I know, like, over in, like, Italy, they do it a bunch. There's different countries that eat the shit out of horses. I would 100% eat a horse. There's very few animals I wouldn't eat. I think
Say,
monkey
name
might
one.
be kind of weird.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, it's the weird part because I've seen, there's a show called Meat Eater where this guy goes around and hunts all over the world.
Yeah.
And one of the things he does, he goes to South America, and the South American tribe guys are taking him around. They kill a monkey,
Yeah.
and they cook it, and they cook it whole.
Yeah.
So you see its like lips roll up and like
Yeah.
that. And it's like just looking at that, I'm like, that one visually would be tough.
Yeah.
I think I could still do it. I'd still eat it, but it just like visually, it
Yeah.
looks like you're eating a little person.
It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
But then once you go there, I mean, what's the difference from that in a person? I mean, like,
So something else?
what?
Only monkey?
I think monkey would be the only one I'd have hard. I think elephant would taste weird just because it looks like a nutsack.
I don't.
But I've also heard from there's tribes in Africa that like there's sometimes where the elephant, like the big male elephants, get old, he can't reproduce, and he just goes through and just fucks shit up for everyone, so they have to kill him so they can keep their farm and it doesn't kill everyone.
Yeah.
And they just say they can eat that thing for months and it tastes really good.
I never tried it.
So
I mean,
I'm sure it'd be great.
I taste crocodile ones in the Asian shop.
I've had alligator.
Alligator, yeah. I mean, it's
It's really good unless you cook it and then put it in the fridge. If you have it as leftovers, it gets rubbery.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't
Oh.
like about that.
No, I only tried it once. What do you say? Which one was it?
kangaroo,
No, like not.
crocodile.
Yeah. So I tried it once, and I think it's a weird mix between chicken and like shrimp. I don't know. I think.
I think that's a good way of putting it because it has that fishiness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit interesting, but also it doesn't taste like fish.
No.
It just tastes like it's kind of in a swamp.
Yeah. I don't really like that.
The weird thing what I ate was insects. So
Oh,
like
oh.
ants and grasshoppers and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an eye from a goat
Oh.
in Afghanistan. It was kind of a delicious thing for them,
Yeah.
and they thought that it's very special for me. It wasn't.
It's because it's got like that juice in there and the crunch of the eyeball and the
I
retina.
didn't like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
it's a different flavor altogether. I think one of the episodes we're gonna do here in the future is actually getting weird animal products that not a lot of people eat, like organ meats and whatnot. Not even going crazy, mostly just beef stuff. And maybe bring someone on and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to prepare all this the best I can. And we're gonna figure out how it tastes."
Yeah.
But definitely would like to do more like organ meats and weird stuff that people use. Like one that I know they do with white-tailed deer is this is something that Indians used to do, where they take the what part of it is it's the gallbladder, and they take the raw meat, they dump the gallbladder on it, and apparently this is Native Americans like in Texas would do all the time. Apparently the gallbladder tastes like you're putting your tongue on a battery. And doesn't taste that good, and so I would like to see how that tastes together.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we have also like in Germany some weird shit.
Yeah.
Definitely tongue.
Oh yeah. So we are like pretty good like with heart and like with all the organs. So we eat all of that.
Yeah, not me.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, for me it was more about that. My grandparents eat it really a lot. So I had it so often when I was a child, and I really liked it.
But you also live on a farm, so
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
you definitely eat stuff like that.
Yeah, and I was used to it and everything, but like I don't know, when I got older, I didn't like it so much anymore.
I mean, the flavor is changing when you're getting older,
Yeah,
but no, it was always not mine.
I think
Yeah.
there's nothing like from organs which I never eat before. Like a typical thing for German is have like heart.
Yeah, from chicken.
Yeah, like
Oh, so
heart from
chicken
the
gizzards
chick.
and whatnot.
Yeah, and then we have like what's it, liver.
Liver.
Lots of
Is it
liver.
liver?
Liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That one, which I really like.
Was
Like
it chicken or beef or?
No,
No,
it's like from the pork.
yeah,
pork?
mostly
Okay.
pork. And then you have like onions and everything, but also like sweet. So you put like apples and
Okay,
slices.
so young onions, apples, onions, and liver. That's
Yeah.
not bad. That's a graininess to it. I got it.
Yeah, that's really good. And then
Yeah, Nierchen. I don't know the English word
Kidney?
for kidney. Yeah,
Kidney?
Yeah,
Okay.
but as well from pork and chicken, right?
both.
But
yeah.
it smelled so bad
Yeah,
because it's like all their piss was in it,
Mhm.
and you can smell it all over.
yeah. So
the
you have to put it
kitchen.
like the way how we do it. Like we put it usually like in milk.
12 hours.
Yeah, then
What are
the
you
taste
doing?
and everything goes. It smells good. That's the point.
Food.
Königsberger Klopsen. Okay, so on an average day for a German, right? You're going to Germany. What is an average eating day like for you guys? Like, what would you like usually start off with? Would like end with kind of thing?
Oh,
So I would say like for breakfast.
I love breakfast, guys.
I mean, I'm like totally the breakfast guy. I know you guys like typically in the U.S. they are not so good with breakfast. So for me, breakfast is bread, eggs.
Okay.
Boil. I love boiled eggs. Patrick loves like scrambled eggs,
Uh-huh.
everything. Then I need salami or like prosciutto or something
Prosciutto.
like for the bread.
Oh, damn, fancy.
With
I need my prosciutto. And
no, really, I really like that.
Well, a
And
typical
then
German
cheese.
breakfast. Yeah, it's
And then cheese on it,
Mhm.
and for sure some okay, das heißt jetzt Erdbeermarmelade.
a strawberry jam.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, but like I'm not a fan of like peanut butter.
really?
No.
The Dutch guys are a fucking
Yeah.
fan of that.
Yeah.
Pindakaas.
I love peanut butter.
No,
like
I
that used to be a thing where like me and him used to go to parkour gyms all the time, and I'd go from working in the kitchen for like however many hours, go straight to the gym, and I didn't want to cook anything when I got back home, so I just stick a big old glob of peanut butter in my mouth.
Oh,
I
no.
loved it.
I don't know what. It's also not so famous like in Germany. You can buy it all over for
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah, but that
but
was
it's not a thing.
no. Your peanut butter is our Nutella.
Yeah,
Ah, gotcha,
The kids raised up with Nutella.
gotcha.
which is great.
See, that's the one thing. I only started hearing about Nutella in the last few years. Never really liked it.
Nutella.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
What?
everything I've had Nutella wise, it's just so packed with it. I'm just like, and I understand. Okay, so I went to Disney
With-
World the other day, right? And there was one meal in there where it was like, it's Nutella, peanut butter on a sandwich kind of thing, right? I was like,
Oh.
that doesn't sound too bad. But they brought out 2 pieces of sourdough toast. The toast is like that thick, and they covered it with peanut butter, Nutella, and bananas on the inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
And no, it was
It's
like
too
with
much.
Wow.
sourdough bread.
I mean,
It
I
was
can't.
crisped up, and I was like, I bit into it. I was like, I already. When you go to Disney World, you already feel sticky. That's just what you feel. And I felt extra sticky. I was like, ah.
I love it. I mean, I can't drink milk, but I love cold milk and Nutella and bread.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I think, like, personally, the best thing, you put a toast in the toaster, and then it's still warm.
Yeah.
Put it out, butter, and then you have to put the Nutella on top. So the Nutella is melting,
Mhm.
and then you take a bite, and I love that. Really? Can you hear how I talk about
I
that?
can
I
hear
really love that.
So here's the one thing I found out because of doing this job. There's times where you will not make a girl come, ever. Like there's certain people you just can't make come. But you can make them come out of their mouth with food, you know? It's like, and I've met more porn girls that I can just talk to and make them like, because I'm talking about food, than talking about fucking them, you know?
Yeah.
There's
Sure.
a handful of girls that have been on here, and I've never made. I'm pretty sure I've never made these girls come. Right? They were just they're. I don't want to say they're difficult, but they're just you just can't find the right thing, right? And I made these girls' faces move more than I've ever seen them move, like with my food. Like you know which one I'm talking about, yeah. I can't create that. Yeah, it's like and like I'm like, that's a win for me. Fuck yeah, dope. You know?
I mean,
That's cool.
it's kind of.
I mean, it's kind of the same. Like, to be honest, because it's a natural instinct which you follow. Doesn't matter if it's sex or food.
Yeah.
So if you trigger like one of those, perfect.
Yeah, treat it all the same.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get some more of this on her.
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
I think the first time ever in my life when I made it, I was like, that's not good. That's really not good. It
But
looks
it
so
was
awkward.
fucking good.
But then
Oh, I think you were saying mine. I was like,
No,
oh,
she was talking
give it a
about
second. It's gotta get the fuck back up.
But then I figured out, I was like, oh yeah, right now I got it.
Yeah, it's this. Luckily enough, I've made enough things that are kind of similar, so it's like it makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, again, it's a lot easier to think about how this would be made, just because I've been raised with European food. Pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
And so you can kind of understand the process a little better.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like Asian food, you're really just fucking shot in the dark on everything. Man.
Yeah. That's crazy because, yeah, for me it's the same. And it never tastes like it has, probably, like it has to taste because, I don't know.
Yeah.
They are like different ingredients and everything.
Let's do this. One more fucking smidgen of this broth before we start putting capers and stuff in it.
I love that.
So you're gonna start getting back shooting this year, right?
Yeah.
Cool, because I want cool people to go to set with.
Yeah.
But then again, I might be fucking phasing out of being a young guy apparently. So
Probably, yeah.
I'm surprised they keep having me play young guy still, but.
No, it was also like so funny when I had like back in the days the scene like with Steve.
Yeah.
And
Steve, you're fucking kid.
No, because I said like so Steve and I, because I got the call sheet and Steve was in it, and then there were like two other guys and I didn't know them, and then I googled them and I was like, oh, it's a young guy, and it's a young girl. So I was pretty sure Steve and I, we are not fucking because we are doing probably the swap over or whatever. And then it was great. Like Steve and I were at
Was
this
it yard
point,
scene, right?
yeah, we were like a couple or like married couple who invite like a really young, kind of the same story, but still I could fuck Steve. That was great. long
So he's apparently in Germany right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's doing productions
Yeah.
for some companies. So
Yeah,
we missed you.
Dude, well, Steve's one of those guys I need to get on the show, and I know there's a bunch of issues with him in the last year from I'd say younger people. Either way, but I'm like, I don't need to say anything on here, can get in trouble, but like, yeah, it's interesting.
No,
Oh.
he is really a nice guy. I really like him, and I know him for so long, and yeah.
But yeah, how do you like? How long do you think you're gonna be doing this?
Like in total, 14 years.
No, how long do you think you're gonna like? How long do you think you're gonna go?
Like, keep going.
Yeah.
You mean? I don't know.
We will see.
Like, to be honest, I said to Patrick, as long as I have fun with it,
Mhm.
and as long as people want to see me,
Mhm.
I'm down for it.
Alright.
Like I'm not. I think also which helps a lot. With also like on the other hand, I was complaining about that. The MILF stuff helps me a lot
Yes.
because back in the days when you remember, you were like done when you were 30
Yeah.
as a girl.
Yeah.
As a guy, not, but as a girl, you were done. Like you were old and boom. So that changed a lot, and I really like that. And to be honest, there is no special date when I say okay, and then maximum like 2 years, and then I'm done or whatever. No, I really like that.
Sauce is thinner, right?
What?
The sauce is thinner. Like it's not so like this is pretty
Yeah,
thick.
You have
it-
to mix that with that.
Yeah.
And
So
then it goes like really, really.
but it's
thin.
it's supposed to be real thin, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so there's not really a date when I say okay to this point and then I'm done.
Okay.
I really like what I'm doing and I don't want to skip that. And I know that also like some people ask me, how old are you? I said I'm 40. Oh really? How long do you want to do that? I said I have no clue. I see people they're like 32. They're looking 5 years older than me. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I don't fucking care.
You guys suck.
No, but it's true. Sometimes,
No, it's 100% true.
yeah, sometimes I look at girls, and even if they are like so much younger, I mean, I'm an adult, and sometimes when I see girls, I literally can't imagine what happened to them in 2 years. Because if they keep going the way they do it when they are like right now, let's say 19 or 20, and if they keep going to eat like that and not work out and all this stuff, like I can see where that ends. And probably, yeah, then the career is end in 2 years because it's not what the people want to see, right?
Okay, nobody
So-
wants to see a fat shit. Let me
Yeah,
take that.
Um,
Skip what I said there. Nobody. No, I can't even say it. 'Cause it's not
No,
true. There's a lot of
it's-
people in this business. Who
yeah.
want to see it.
But it's also like, and I totally got it when there are people like the BB models. I totally got it and I understand it. As long as they feel comfy, it's perfect.
Yeah.
That if like a really like tiny girl, and for sure it was easy when I was 16, 8 up to 25, I could eat whatever I want
Yep.
to. Easy, without any workout.
But what I respect so much is the discipline behind the work. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what you can see when you see a 40-year-old girl who has a body like that. You know, okay, she's a hard worker.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Thank you. It is something that I think that's very much not understood in this industry, which is I work out. I work out all the time. I eat healthy. I train. I do a bunch of stuff. It is so much more of a turn on to me to see someone who actually gives a fuck about their life and tries than the girl who's like, I want to do a bunch of cocaine, like fuck it, you know. Yeah. Am I jaded from the job? I don't know.
Oh
I mean,
my
your body is
God.
your capital, right?
Huh?
It
Your body is
is.
your capital.
Yeah.
So, and yeah.
I mean,
Be
and
nice.
also, yeah, and also like it's tough. Sometimes it's really tough. Like if you,
Hey,
Okay,
Justin,
now
can
do
you
you-
get a bunch of water? I need to fill this thing up a little bit more.
if you do like for example, if you're shooting like VR scenes or whatever, and you have like this cowgirl reverse,
Mhm.
it's like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like same position, squatting up and down.
Oh,
Your fucking legs are burning.
oh 100%.
So, like, without any workout, probably I would die.
And that's one thing I'm always so blown away by like some of these girls, and I have to do a fuck ton of VR scenes. Not sure if you noticed the award right there. No big deal. It's for Mandalorian. I did nothing. But like it's you see girls come into that and they're like not prepared. It's like they don't know how to ride. They don't have the leg muscle. Here's the problem. I can't move. So what I'm left to do is grab onto the back of whatever I'm doing and literally fuck you in the air just to get some movement on it. Because
Yeah.
if you can't go up and down, I can't feel anything. And your pussy's not that good.
No.
Where it just being inside you is gonna feel great.
Yeah.
And it's such it's so hard to explain that to some of these girls. Like, dude, just go walk uphill. Go do something where you're.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your fucking job. What I said always is a porn talent is like a professional sport guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a football player, it's like a soccer player, whatever you take, but it's part of your job. Workout. It's not just, oh, I'm going to the gym just for fun. No, it's your fucking job. Especially as a male talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think that's also like one part why, when I think, okay, we really have to keep going to go to the gym.
Let's figure this out now.
Check it out.
Are you happy with that or not?
I don't know. I think it's
A
not the
little
right
bit more
sauce.
salt.
Yeah, more salt, more. Does it
More
need more capers?
I would,
Und Essig.
to be honest,
Yeah.
I would wait till the potatoes are good because
Yeah.
you put this in there and there's a lot of salt inside.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah,
you put
it's
salt
true.
right now, I would not do that.
It's true. That's why he is a chef, not me.
And no,
Is the flavor somewhat?
Yeah.
Does it need more capers? Does it need more?
I don't know. I mean, for me, for my personal taste, it could be like 4 or 5 more.
Capers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one you know. Because again, I've never had this before.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
But more lemon?
Nope.
Essig.
Do you think?
Muss ein bisschen mehr. Am Ende.
Bisschen mehr was?
A little bit more lemon.
A little more lemon?
Ja.
Okay.
Muss mehr Essig.
And I would have,
Essig da rein.
Unfortunately, I would have put real lemons in there, but I forgot them. And that lemon kind of tastes like an orange. Problem right there. So from both you guys, we'll do one at a time. If you guys, from your time being in this job, swinging, whatnot. No, let's start with porn. What information would you give to a new guy? Let's start with a new guy and then a new girl coming into the job.
So the first thing for both of them,
Yeah.
what I would do is like, okay, if you really want to do that and you're like 18 or like whatever, like really, really young,
Mhm.
under 20, let's say it like that. Think about if you really want to do that.
Yeah.
Because there's no point of return. You are there and like everybody will identify you as that person.
Mhm.
It's hard to go back. Also like family wise and everything, think about it because also no point of return. And even if people tell you like, oh, that's cool, that's dope, or whatever, probably there is also no point if you decided, okay, I'm done with that, I want to do something new. It's not possible. I mean, it is possible, hard, but
Yeah.
really, really hard. So if you're clear about that and you figure that out by your own and said like, oh yeah, okay, got it, no, I'm down for it, okay, good for you, then we come to the next thing. At first, it's a thing, probably you can't do it your whole life
Mhm.
for guys. I think like for male talents, it's really, really hard because we girls, we have like different options, right?
Yeah.
We can, for sure you can do it as well, but like we can produce our clips, but we can do also like all the single clips. We can sell like
can do
regular
webcam or
pictures,
whatever.
webcam, whatever. So it's like it's a big thing we can do. For guys, it's not like that.
Yeah.
So you really have to think about it if you want to do the step. And also like people who step into the industry, especially guys, they were like, oh, I can fuck all these like beautiful girls. Yeah,
Mm.
you can if you're good, but then
Even then.
maybe
But then those beautiful girls aren't like you thought.
exactly. Because again, it's all about what we are doing like in the movies. It's fantasy.
Yeah.
And we're giving people a fantasy.
An illusion,
And,
yeah.
and it's not like the real life.
Mhm.
So sometimes when people are really, really porn addicted, and that's the reason why they want to step into the industry, I will tell them right away, listen, don't do this,
Yeah.
because you will never get a hot dick on set if you see girls and the whole environment on set. Because you're not thinking about lights, you're not thinking about like a camera guy, a lighting guy, and like other
Yeah, all the
stuff.
stuff before. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't get in there in a date, right? With a nice feeling. No, you come to the set and you have to work at first. You have to do paperwork and all this fucking boring stuff. So, the first thing what I tell every young girl is how old are you? 20. Okay, have you got a job? No, I finished my school. Okay, go back and at first learn anything.
Learn
Do an
trade.
education.
Yeah.
Because when you're getting older or when you don't have enough success,
Mhm.
what do you want to do then?
Yeah.
So, but we are doing castings 2 times a year in Germany
Mhm.
right now, not because of COVID, but the last casting was in 18, 19, I don't know. My job is to convince you that you don't do it. So then I'm building some scenarios. So, and when you are asking me, or when you are kind of the guy who will jump in the industry, and I ask you something like, have you got a brother? Yeah, I have a brother. Okay, have you got a niece? Yeah. And you are the uncle, right? Yeah. And the favor uncle, right? The best uncle ever. Yes, I am. Okay, so you jump in the industry, and your niece is going to school, and she finds her first love.
Yeah.
And the first love find out that the uncle is a porn actor, and he break up.
Yeah.
Who's guilty? The best uncle ever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you take this decision. What I want to tell you guys is you take the decision for yourself. What you're doing, you take the decision for your family, your friends, and your whole environment.
Yep.
So that's what you're thinking about. And that's just one scenario. There's a bunch more like that. You got it? I got it. Good. I like it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
That is not at all what I thought it was going to taste like.
So what kind of bad
No,
stuff
no.
is it here? I have no coffee anymore.
I can make you more coffee.
No, let's do the show.
Yeah, and because I think that's a really important thing for people to hear is like this job and everything is cracked up to be. It's not at all what most of you want to be, and it's really important for a lot of people to understand that this job is hard and it will fuck your life up if you like.
Yeah.
And let's not even go with the like what it could do for your like life, mentally what it could do. It's like coming to set and then being told by a director if you don't come you don't get paid, or like he's screaming at you and then the girls get mad at you because your dick's not hard. And I understand like this is in the hindsight of being in this job for a long time, yeah, you're getting fucking angry because time is money.
Yeah.
But being that person and remembering those days so clearly, it just grinds at you, you know? And that's hard to get through. It's even harder to come back the next day and do the scene again, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
And you got to. It's like you have to be able to get over those things. And like puddles, you just fuck up the wall every time. But it's hard to get through those days and be able to come back and be like, I'm awesome, yay!
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's like every job. You have good days, you have bad days. You have good sides, you have bad sides. I mean, we love our job, and most of the guys here in the US, that's my experience, are talking shit about our job. It's always complaining. Then I ask myself, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Just for the money? Okay, you're on the wrong place here. Just jump out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just only do it. Just do it when you love sex,
Mm.
when you have a passion for sex,
Yep.
when you have a passion for talent, and when you're disciplined enough.
Yeah.
Then you come in the fucking industry, and then you have a chance maybe after your career
Mhm.
to still earn money in this industry.
Yeah.
So, but when you want to do it like 2 years just for making fast money, speed money, however you call it,
It's not
oh my God, no, don't do that
Yeah.
because it's not fair to us.
Yeah. I've met
Yeah.
a handful of guys who did that, and they actually like they came in and they like made it in a year. But like I remember my idea back in the day was like I'm gonna come in. I really like sex. I would like to explore this more. Didn't realize that coming to this job, you're not really exploring sex. You're kind of exploring the 4 angles, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll get in for a little bit. I'll try it out, make some good money. I'll fucking get out. And boy, was I wrong because I got in, didn't get shit for work the first 2 years, and then slowly started, you know, making a name for myself. It took like 3 years before I started getting really anywhere. Then like 4 years, 5. It wasn't until after quarantine where I started making any money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, one of the reasons that Patti is like thriving this industry more like 14 years is because she loves what she's doing.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell everybody. It's like you or other. Tommy Pistol, for example, he's so long in the industry because he loves sex.
Yeah.
Steve Holmes, and you know all the names. And they're, that's the secret.
It's just like sex, guys, because when you come into it and you don't like sex, it makes everyone life's harder.
Yeah.
Unless you're the best actress in the world, but then go do acting.
Yeah.
Get
Exactly.
paid more. Like, if you like sex, come here and have sex. And enjoy it. There's
Yeah.
and you know all the girls that come in and they're like, they don't want to, like, they're just here for the money. And I'm like, bitch, go to school. Do something with your life. It's
Yeah.
And it's also funny because I remember when I started at my first scene in Germany, there was this guy, and he told me like, oh, again, for sure, it was my first scene, and I was so nervous, and I didn't know like, oh, maybe I do it wrong, right? I don't know. So he was like, oh, you're new? And I was like, yeah. Okay. I was like, what a fucking asshole. And he was like, yeah, you know what, like, I saw so many girls coming and going.
Yeah.
We will see if we see us next year again.
And right now, this guy is asking us
Yeah,
for scenes.
Then he is nice. I really like him. But right now, I understand it.
Yeah.
Because I told him as well, listen, like, I think in Germany, I'm the only one who
Yeah.
survived all this. Because everyone else went to...
We don't need internet. That's why.
Exactly.
Internet's stupid. No, that will never catch on. Let's go to the
Probably.
library.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go back to
Yeah, but
Trash.
it's so funny. Like, you see girls, and there are so many girls around.
Mm.
Like, I mean, each single day a new girl is coming to, like, on set, or like, oh yeah, I'm doing porn. And sometimes I really, like, no offense, but sometimes I ask myself, like, did anyone speak to this
No.
person before?
No.
Like, why is she here? Because sometimes I really have this feeling, like you said, I will be there, I will make a ton of money, and then I'm out of here. And then I think, like, you have no skills at all.
No, none.
And it's okay if you're new and you have to learn and everything.
I mean, when you have no experience, this is another thing.
It's
Yeah.
another
But
thing.
if you want to learn it and have passion, then that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but too many girls coming and going.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a handful of what was that? You probably will work with more of the new guys than I know. I've only met a handful of them. There's some good ones. There's
Yeah.
some not, like always. And there's some who have that same attitude as the girls do, which is even more troublesome to me. It's
Yeah.
like it's almost insulting to me for how much work I put into this job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And to see them coming in with like this, like, oh, they'll pay me to fly out there. I don't care if I come. You know, it's like, you get hard. I'm still gonna take a paycheck. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
You know how many
German-
paychecks I've given back because my dick didn't work half the time, and I wasn't the best half the time. It's like, unless I'm 100% every time, I almost say, here's the money back, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, unless I've worked for you so many times and you kind of owe me a scene or two,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude, I feel bad. It's because you're paying for a fucking strong piece of wood,
Yeah.
and today it was,
Like,
I'd say about 70% the whole time.
Can we fake it?
Yeah, can we fake it, guys? I'm tired, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, that's after building
Yeah,
a long
absolutely.
relationship with people, and seeing guys come in like that, it's fucking irritating.
It is.
It's like girls coming in and like being like, I deserve this and I deserve that. I mean, like, that's irritating too, but it's like, you know, I've never unfortunately been a young lady who just moved from my parents' house to do porn, and I think I'm the coolest shit ever, you know. So I've never had that experience, so I can't really speak for that, you know.
For me, to be honest, like, especially those girls,
Yeah.
I'm every time struggling with myself. I don't know if I feel sorry for them,
Yeah.
or like I think, like, you know what, fuck you,
Yeah.
and leave the fucking set,
Yes.
because it's just so annoying. Because for me personally, and that's also what Patrick and I say, I only want to be treated like in a good way
Mhm.
and in a nice way, so I want to give that back. But when some douchebag is coming in and with this attitude, I can't.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Yeah.
Like, I try so hard, and then I was like, ugh, no way. I
Being
can't
to
do
be
that.
professional in the situation could be hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question: have you, as the producer, ever had done a scene when she's on set and had a guy who's just acting up the whole time, like, I'm the best thing ever?
Yeah,
and
actually, really, one time.
Yeah?
It's George Uhl. I can't tell this name because I hate this fucking guy so
Yeah,
Wait,
he
much.
was
what's your
on my
name?
blacklist.
George Uhl, yeah, he's a guy from Czech Republic
Okay.
or whatever.
Fuck you, buddy.
I don't fucking care. So I'm very honest to see that He was like that. He thought he's James Bond, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Steve Holmes and Nathan Bronson in one person.
In one
So-
person, yeah.
But he fucked so up, and he cost me so much money. No, he's yeah, I had it,
How
and I
is,
stopped it. I said, okay, that's it. Here's your money. Go away.
how is it on a day like that, especially when it's your wife, it's there, and you're like, I'm having to deal with this guy being a dick, but also, I need this scene to go.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it like doing? How do you do that?
Okay, the most important rule in our life or in our industry or in our company, I mean, we have a big company, is no money is it worth it to destroy any soul, or it's her body, it's her soul, it's her life, and I have no right to say, okay, I need the fucking scene.
Yeah.
What I tell every talent in my company is that when you don't feel comfortable, say stop.
Yes.
It's very important. We can do it tomorrow again. Fuck off the $1,000. Money is not so important. It is. I know it pays all the bills. Blah blah blah. But to repair a soul, it's much more like money. You know?
And maybe so a lot of people don't understand what you mean by repairing a soul. And this is the best way I can describe it for guys, your dick's always worked. It's never not worked. Maybe the only time it hasn't worked is if you were drunk, right?
Yeah.
Go to set, and the one thing you've always been able to do doesn't.
No.
It doesn't work. You can't get it to work. And people on set are getting angry at you and telling you, go, go, go. We need this done. And now your money's online, your reputation's online, everything is there. And nothing works.
No.
And I don't know how it feels for a girl. I know how that feeling is for a guy, and it is easier now. Soul crushing at the beginning, you know? And so it's like, I'm guessing for a girl, it's almost that same thing where you get put into a spot where it's like, you now don't want to be here. He's treating you like shit. And it's just a bad thing all around. You have to go home. It's like, oh, I took the money for this.
No.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the feeling. Like with this guy, he was just so disrespectful. And like, I think like someone who is easygoing.
Yeah, you're pretty easy going.
So, and I talked to him, and the first thing he taught me was like, "Who are you?" I was like, Patrick and I, we are running this production. So he's producer. I do all the paperwork with you, and but I'm also like you're the talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't talk to girls.
That was the best. That
I
was
was
the
like-
start.
Excuse me?
Do you not work with them either?
Yeah, I was like, excuse me? And it was like, I don't know, like all the paper stuff, like your husband or whoever it is can do it with me. I was like, he's not doing it with you. I'm doing it with because I have all the paper stuff. So
I mean, we can
didn't
do
get-
that, but you don't get paid because.
Yeah. I didn't get it, and he was like, "You're here for me, that I can fuck you. You're not here for my paperwork." So I went to Patrick, and I was like, "That could be a difficult scene."
We might need to make this into a two-parter, bro. There's a lot of good shit here. Sorry.
So I was like, I don't know. Like, he doesn't look that it was a joke. I think he mean it serious. So I said to Patrick, listen.
Wait, what? You're doing paperwork. Why aren't you on your knees?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something like
this
that.
is weird. I'm
mean,
sorry. You must not know who I am.
Yeah.
Usually we don't talk about shit about something, but he deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told him like right away. So, anyways, we started the scene, and then at one point, I thought really, okay, if the camera is not rolling, I will punch you right in your fucking face. You drive me crazy.
But that was the only scene in the whole career which was like that.
Yeah, really, the only one.
Mm.
And then usually I never do a break, never. And then I was like, can I have a quick break? And then I went to the bathroom, and for sure I was asking for Patrick. Patrick comes up. I was like, listen, how much time do you need?
Yeah.
I have no clue how long I can stand this.
Yeah.
Like maybe another 5 to 10 minutes. After this, I will totally freak out. And then Patrick was like, what's wrong? I was like, you can't see that. But he is, and I love like if someone is talking dirty in my ear or
Yeah.
whatever, but to tell me like, you're such a fucking slut.
Yeah, because
and
he mean it like that.
yeah, And I don't take the fucking money from you. It's only your husband. You're nothing.
That's what he's saying in your ear?
And yeah, during he's fucking me, and nobody could hear that, nothing. And I was
Here,
like,
all I like to say is, I'm gonna impregnate you. I'm not gonna, but we like to play.
I mean, you can do that, but that was kind of, he did it with purpose. You know?
Yeah, no.
yeah. So I said to Patrick, listen, like I really tried to not listening, but at one point you're listening, and I was like, I can't hold that anymore because like my thing in this scene is like totally the opposite. So like we have to stop that, or like we have to cut it like together, or it's like not such a great scene or whatever. So and then Patrick came back and was like, okay, perfect. She's going on her knees. Come, shut down. And he was like, what? We are done, Patrick? Yeah, we are done.
Patrick for the win.
Yeah, and then scene was done, and Patrick took him by side and told him, listen, like, what do you need?
No, I paid him and said, go. That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
You will come never again.
I mean, no, what I told him was, I know it could be very difficult without you, but we want to try it now.
Yeah. Let's try it.
That's a very nice, proper firing thing.
Yeah, that was literally the only guy, which
Yeah.
and he is really on my blacklist. It's like the only guy ever.
Let me get something else.
So,
Here we go.
almost ready.
Almost ready.
Want to take a Twitch question?
Yeah.
What is the Twitch question?
We have. Sorry, I did not tell you this at the beginning. We were running live on Twitch.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Is it live?
Yeah.
Good. Twitch, so. Twitch is good for FIFA as well, right?
FIFA!
I mean, Manuel.
Do you stream?
No.
Oh.
I wish.
Manuel does.
I have no time for that. I want to, but.
Man, I mean, I'll play FIFA.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it together.
There's only one person who plays FIFA with me, and he's always working. Tavon.
Oh yeah.
On Twitch, or here in LA.
Online on PS4, and then
he has his own Twitch stream.
Yeah.
I mean, Manuel Ferreira gets very famous
Yeah.
on Twitch with soccer, with FIFA. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I know a lot of guys who are successful on Twitch, but you need 8-10 hours a day at least.
Wait. Let's we'll talk about the Twitch streaming afterwards. What was this questions?
This question: what was the moment you both realized you were right for each other?
Aww.
First moment
Aw,
on the traffic lamp. I met her on the traffic lamp and said, "She it is."
yeah, we really we met. We met online, really romantic on a platform which calls Fuck Me.
Like fuck me. It's like a German
Is
word.
that a German word or is
Poppen.de.
that...
No, the German word is poppen.
Yeah, nobody knows that, but
Oh.
it means the same. So we met there, and then we figured out a day when we both can meet each other.
Mhm.
And Patrick was driving to my hometown, and I didn't want to meet him in my apartment because
I'm so dangerous.
I know it was
Makes sense. Look at
again.
him. Look at him.
It was back in the days. There were fucking cell phones around with no camera. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was not so easy to do a fucking FaceTime or whatever. He sent me some weird pictures shot from his screen from his computer.
Oh, but those are garbage.
It-
Yeah.
yeah.
But
It
that was
could-
the only way to do that.
Yeah, it could, and then he would send it over via MMS.
Mhm.
So really the old version. Literally, you can say there were I don't know, 200 pixels, and maybe it was him, right?
Yeah.
So
Maybe it was him. Maybe it was a goat. I really don't know.
exactly, something like that.
No,
So-
it could be an NFT right now.
Yeah. So I told him, listen, let's meet. Come to my place. We meet outside, and then I don't know. We grab a coffee or whatever, and then he was.
So you guys met on some of the first datings, I'd say a fuck site, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fuck site.
Yeah.
So you guys met on some of the first ones.
Yeah.
That's
Probably.
awesome.
Yeah, and we only want to. We both signed up on this side, and because we both were tired of relationship and everything, so we only searched for a nice guy, girl who.
Think that's thin enough or?
No.
Nope, thin enough.
I mean, I wrote her 2 times. Please don't fall in love. It's
Yeah.
just for fucking, and
And I was like, oh no.
I fell in love. So.
Please don't fall in love. I'm pretty awesome. You may not know me. I know Germany is kind of a big country, but
Yeah, it's not, but
people know who I am.
People talking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no. So it was really the first moment. The first moment when I saw Patrick at the street waiting for me, I was like,
Oh my god.
of course.
much better.
Is that like solid or should I put more?
I would do a little bit more because of the flour inside.
Yeah.
It got sticking. Yeah. So that was the story. I don't know what it was about you. Same. Don't say anything wrong.
I mean, I woke up, saw me in the mirror, and
Yeah.
said, she will fall in love.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was not that. I was fucking nervous because I saw a picture as well, and she was so beautiful. And I said, okay, I'm gonna get a problem right now because I just want to fuck her, but I fell in love, and I can't fuck a girl first night when I fell in love.
Really?
You know. And that's why I'm always asking for another coffee and another coffee and another coffee and another coffee.
Yeah, and then that was actually really cute. Then he was like, oh, you know what? I have to, we were like,
Can you give me 3 small plates?
we were like outside in a restaurant and it was summertime, pretty hot. It was great.
It was 2006.
So guys, real quick before
Yeah.
you go, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split these in half and
Yeah.
make it so they arrange
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So go on.
So we're sitting outside and then Patrick was like, okay, you know what? I have to leave you right now. I have to go home because like my car is in a parking lot and I'm pretty sure the parking lot is closing at like midnight. So I really have to leave you. And I was thinking, okay, one moment. We met at 2 p.m. That was a date because we want to fuck each other. Right now you want to leave without fucking me? No fucking way. So yeah, I was like, you can pull your car out of the parking lot.
Thanks, sir.
There's like so many
and
space.
forks.
There are so many space like on the street. You can park there, and then
I got
he
my
did
last.
it.
I got my last coffee, and then she fucked me. She fucked me.
That's not true.
It's true.
No.
No, it was a nice night. It was a nice year. There was a good soccer world championship. and
Yeah.
After that, it was a hot summer in Germany. Unusual.
That sounds like a fun song. A hot summer in Germany.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so another question.
Oh, here's the question I wanted to ask. So you guys first time you guys actually had sex.
Yeah.
Anal?
No.
No.
At that point, to be
Interesting
honest.
question.
Yeah, to be honest, for sure, it was not. I guess it was not the first day we talked about that. But during that time,
I'm
like
pretty sure.
my ass was a one-way street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I said to Patrick, no, I don't want to I mean, I think each single girl said, but it's true, had this experience before because when you have sex and sometimes like you're like really horny and the dick pops out of the pussy and goes into the wrong hole by accident, it
Okay,
hurts a lot.
Oh yeah.
So that happened before. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Who hasn't been there, right?
do you want to tell him something?
So I had that before, and for me that was anal,
Okay.
and I was like, I will never have this feeling again. But then, to be honest, we were longer together, and Patrick said, "Oh, you know what? I really don't care because I'm not a fan of it. I like what you like. So
I don't need it.
when it turns
Agreed.
you on, it is great. If it doesn't turn you on, I don't need it.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. So no anal sex.
No, what we had on the first sex date was I squirted you.
Oh yeah.
You what?
I was squirting like crazy.
Oh shit.
And I never had
Twitch,
this
right?
feeling before. I never had this feeling before, and really, I thought about, okay, what the fuck is that? I'm peeing or what?
Peeing? Fuck it.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was actually the first time ever in my life.
Damn, Patrick.
Yeah.
Look at you
Ah,
go.
look at me.
Well,
Yeah.
look, is that what they show in the German military?
Gold
Yeah.
fingers.
Nope.
Didn't learn from then. All right, one second, guys.
Yeah,
So, is there a question on Twitch?
that's really good. Perfect.
Wow, that was like the first legit question.
Yeah, sorry. We're starting to get all these people who just say a bunch of fucking weird shit, and also our Twitch stream because we're not able to.
To be a partner?
Well, no, we're not able to make like every week
Hmm.
because I don't know if I can shoot or not because my
Yeah,
schedule's
yeah.
so
But
fucking
it's
weird.
so fucking hard to be a partner on Twitch.
Yeah.
That's what I told you. You need 8 to 10 hours a day,
Yeah.
like for 3 months, and then you can take your first application, and maybe Twitch will do it with you. Maybe not. It's a hard way.
It looks really, really good.
Well, guys,
Yeah,
let's,
I mean,
dig in here.
wow. Let's check it out. Gracias,
Sure.
muchachos. Yeah, my Spanish is very well. Yeah.
Okay,
Una cerveza, por favor. And you need to know this sentence when you're German, because we are always going to an island like Mallorca, and it's a beer island.
Is it good?
Party.
It's
So,
good.
don't you want to pray?
No.
Yeah, not today.
To the porn gods?
So,
To the porn gods?
I don't eat pork.
Oh. Okay. That's not at all what I thought it was gonna taste like.
Wow.
It's really good.
No, it's good.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yes. Let me take a picture
More
of that.
sauce.
5 stars
Wow.
for you.
6. So it's
Want some
done.
more?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I love that.
I was being like simple with the gravy,
Perfect.
and I'm like, oh, this needs a lot more of that.
So
Yeah.
we call it Königsberger Klopse. And you
Königsberger Klopsen.
do it again.
Königsberger Klopsen.
That was fucking good.
Fucking nailed it.
No, it's really good. In Germany, you have a sentence. It doesn't matter what you eat. Everything have to swim in the. In the
Sure.
bin.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make it look nice, but I'm like, no, this.
Yeah,
you
it looks
need
nice, but
yeah.
right now we need more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's really, really good.
I would say it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, mom.
No.
Come on, Mom. I'll cook with you. You want to hang out with Nathan Bronson?
I have a new mom.
I'll be your mother, Huckleberry.
That's really good.
All right. Well, we've hit the end of the episode. So
What?
I know, right? You want to tell them where you guys can find? They can find you. What news coming up? Anything that you want to tell them? For the tell them to that one. Tell them that camera. This one died.
So I think it's pretty easy. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. It's every time like Texas Patti with the blue market.
Twitter is like Texas_Patti.
But if you go like on, if you put Texas Patti inside with the blue market, there's only one.
She's
person.
always right because she's the girl.
Exactly. So, and I will enjoy this amazing food.
Yeah.
It's delicious, really.
And make sure that you come back to the next show with this amazing guy. Thank you for the invitation.
No, you. It's been so long. I wanted to have you guys on since I started the show. I'm so fucking. I don't know. Thank you guys for coming on. Everyone, check out Fake Taxi when
No,
or
fake
not fake
flight.
Fake Flight. Sorry. Check out Fake Flight. And
Thank you.
if you guys like the episode, subscribe, push things, do stuff, like it, cool. If you don't, whatever. If you guys want to do it, jump in the comments section and say sorts of nice things or tell me I need Christ. Go ahead and do it. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.
Really good.